transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing this business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, his goodness he given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
Build up your patience, hear out the words that I'm speaking in cadence. I just opened up the book of the truth, flipping the pages, looking for salvation. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been praying we make it. I've been praying we make it. And I just been busy converting my mind. The Most High is showing you wonders and signs. Seek out the wisdom and surely you'll find the key to the gates of the greatest of times. Yeah. The spirit on me while I'm rhyming these rhymes. Turn from your sin and repent of your crimes. Endure to the end, keep your faith and you're fine.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient. We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, 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 patient.
We long suffering, that mean we patient. We recovering. Awake the nation, change your mind, transformation. Present God's lost presentation. Only way you get salvation. Christ gave us the demonstration. I ain't Haitian, I ain't black. I am Israel, that's a fact. My spirit bear witness, I'm dismissing Christmas. Encounter a Christian, God's work up with quickness, reviving the sickness. Asking for patience and asking forgiveness. I'm doing this business until it's the finish. His work keep me driven, his goodness he given. Hey, hey, hey.
We the real Jews, no faking. I believe ain't no Haitian. Let's ride yo my nation. Christ coming back, be patient. Patient, patient, patient.
We need a place to go. Our people have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119 verse 142. Read. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy love is the truth.
Shalom, 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 Israel. Welcome to Patient Saint
Radio.
He had his whole setup. Shalom, Israel. I'm Deacon Malachi.
Captain Amaziah.
Captain Jerry.
Captain Yuri.
Officer Carmela.
Officer Nehemiah.
Hanana, House of Officer Jabez.
Sister Naoma.
Sister Leah, House of Officer Elisha.
Sister Naoma, we was having a conversation
Oh, he going for it.
Yeah, we was, Dig. I
before
overheard
we
it.
come in the air. Let the people know what did you say. What did you just tell me?
Okay, so,
Well, what initially did we say to you?
well, see, I've been gaining weight, but what I said when you said that is kind of noticeable.
That's not what we said, D.
Wait, what happened?
Let her talk. I'm going to listen. Go ahead.
That I've been going to the gym,
Word.
and that
Word.
muscle weigh more than fat.
Word.
You know how many times I heard that? Who told you that?
Wait, that's not true?
Who told you that?
You sure?
No, who told you that?
I don't know.
Google.
That's just the lies.
TikTok.
The lies we tell ourselves.
The lie we tell
TikTok told you that?
Maybe she gaining muscle. It's balanced.
Yeah, that's what you don't think that. No.
Accomplice. What it was, you know what that means is for this big amount of fat like this, muscle this much will weigh that same. So that's
Something ain't adding up right now.
that's not what you think it means.
So visibly, you would be
toner. You'd be
you
smaller.
would weigh we know
You'd be
you
smaller.
weigh the same or different, but you would visibly
Be smaller. You would be smaller, but you would be heavier. If that's what that
You get
means.
it?
Not you would be bigger and
Because
heavier.
the muscle's going to replace the fat.
I see your point.
You're growing it back, huh?
I am.
Back on the Pepsis.
Oh,
Kinda.
don't do that.
Just
say, Lord Jesus,
She
don't
on,
talk about
hey, she on the zero Pepsi. She's like, I'm on the zero
Don't do
Pepsi.
that. Ooh, don't do that.
Is that a yay?
Is that a yay or a nay?
That's a yay.
She said a couple of them.
Now you know I ain't gonna lie.
Zero
to you.
sugar.
So,
Is it a yay
Or a nay?
or a nay?
In the multitude of
Yeah.
words. Okay.
But
There ain't no but.
wait a minute, it's not the regular.
You know the
say
butt
yeah or
mean
no.
whatever you said before that is
negate-
bullshit.
No, the butt is what Deke. The butt is just what's growing.
Damn.
But you know they got.
Ba-dum,
You know
boots.
they brought back the real. Y'all
A
pray
word.
for me. That is my struggle.
They brought back the what?
The
What?
boy
They
will
brought
what?
the
The
real
nitro.
sugar ones.
The what?
The real
real
sugar Pepsi. The real. Cause
A
you know
word?
See,
Go
it is
ahead.
in the sexy box. And
She said,
It was
remind me of
on-
1983.
pray for me. Pray for me. I'm working
Why you
on
sound like you're about to cry?
I know.
What the hell?
She do.
Oh hell no!
She knows she fell off the wagon.
We ain't gonna
But you
fall
know
for
what?
that.
I really do know. I really do know. So I promise you, I really did legit join the gym. I promise you, and I did realize it. So I did realize it.
You in the
But
calorie
it's
deficit?
because I'm telling you, I started going back to some of my old.
She laughing. Just laughing.
But it's
It's
I'm
hard though
working-
when you fall off the
Hey,
wagon.
listen,
you just got to
man.
get back on. So.
Yeah, you just gotta get.
yeah.
That's it.
So
Yeah, be consistent.
My original mistake was originally when I lost the weight is because I just changed my diet and I was not really incorporating a lot of exercise. So when I realized, I honestly did realize that the scale was going up. I joined the gym. So, but I also realized I increased some of my bad habits that I wasn't doing no more. So I'm back.
We need
We're
like
getting
a
it
Captain
together.
Shem for the sisters. One
We
that's gonna
do
Yeah.
have
I think they
Captain
can
Shims
do
for the
that.
sister. We have
Who?
we have
Shoshana?
Sister Levy for
Sister Levy.
Sister Levy for House of Captain Matthew,
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
But she ain't like Captain
Right, you
Shem.
don't-
She be calling y'all lard back.
She be calling you a lord back.
Shayna,
No.
Shayna
Yeah.
does.
I love Captain
Shoshana
Shoshana.
does.
Yeah,
She'll
Shoshana
call you out.
is
She
when
made
it's
a-
come to work out, she's crazy, but I don't think Shoshana like Captain Shem.
She not like Captain Shem.
See,
though.
She made a
Shout out to
whole
Shoshana.
Shoshana look like
Big
she's too
bag.
quiet for
Yeah.
Captain.
See,
Captain
but you know
Shem.
what? You gotta just call her sister fat.
You really
Yeah.
do.
You just gotta
can't-
call them
you
fat
just gotta
C-Law.
come out with
Did
it.
Shoshana did you ever witness Shoshana call her sister fat?
Yes.
And
She has
disgusting.
a song that she
Disgusting.
created called "Let's Go
Let's
Big
hear it.
Back."
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I'll pull
Nah,
it
see,
up.
No,
Big,
no, I want y'all to sing it.
Oh, I don't know.
Big back is cute.
Yeah.
Big back is too
Yeah, it
cute
can
and
be.
fun.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, oh, you
Sister
fat.
I
Shoshana,
like
call
Captain
in.
Shem. I think he's
So
hilarious.
Shoshana need to be like Captain
Yeah,
Shem.
to
I
us.
think he's hilarious.
I'm telling you, she
Call her
is.
fat with a straight
I'm telling
face.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, you fat.
I think that would make a sister. She gonna be mad if you call her.
And
Nah,
so
she
she's
gonna get
supposed
over
to be
it.
mad.
Yeah.
She gonna.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, she's
You're supposed to be mad. That's
Let me check the comments. They probably mad right
we
now.
do,
No,
we
get
do too
mad.
much coddling. Too much coddling.
Yeah,
going on.
big back and lard and
They gonna
fluffy
get
sister.
offended. They gonna
Nah,
get
that's
offended.
them ways to wiggle
Yeah.
out, Cap. They wiggle out of that. Oh,
Right.
it's a little big back.
I work on it when I get
Big
around
back,
to
Big
it.
back, that's not a funny one. Nobody
Big
wants
back?
to see Big back. Yeah.
No,
that's-
I don't know. When you hear Obadiah say it, though, it's kind of funny.
But my sons, they're ruthless. If I'm gaining
Yeah.
weight,
Oh,
they be like, look.
But you don't count. You're skinny again.
Not quite. I got a little bit more to go.
Well,
Big back.
but I know, I legit realize it, though.
So what are you gonna do about it?
No, I joined the gym. Seriously, I did join the
When?
gym, and no, seriously,
When?
Last
3
week?
weeks ago.
Last week?
Yeah, no, 3
Yeah,
weeks ago.
you know how
Word.
I knew you was
3
gaining
weeks
weight?
ago. How?
Why she was
When
getting so
Obi clothes
defensive?
start getting tight.
Yeah, why you getting so defensive?
That
Say,
part.
her clothes getting tight?
No, her son's clothes was getting
Yes.
tight.
Yes.
I was like, them boys getting fat.
They eating.
They eating. Yeah.
Says it's a
And why they
calorie
eating?
deficit.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Deep. I'm Cap. She bring a bag of snacks every
don't do
Saturday.
that.
Two
Every-
of them.
yeah.
Tell on them.
Damn.
Like this.
And
I
the
go
this
bag
not
got
good.
bags, so all the bags got bags.
Yeah, they be
And she's
having
security, so her
compartments.
nana not be
bag.
seeing it.
So
Bags and
everybody
bags.
in the house, if they not eating, they not happy.
Wait a minute. That's not for the family. That's for the extended family.
But where it
that
come?
bag.
But where it come from?
The source.
What's the source of where it
Hey,
come from?
you know,
Okay.
I just got a crazy idea.
What?
For the sisters.
Don't let no extra food in the building.
No, it's not only for the sisters, but I just got a crazy idea. You know how when you're at the airport, they got, if you come with a bottle, you cannot get to it. Maybe we should start doing that in front of that door.
Please, let's do that. Because the sisters
If
is
the
outrageous.
bag snacks is too big, we're going to confiscate it.
All the
Trim
big
the
bags.
bag.
Big bags, big bags.
That is a good idea.
Trim the bag. Like, ooh, since it's a family size, you
Oh,
are
you think it's a good idea?
Oh,
Yeah.
sis.
Can we please do that?
That's going to
Security.
change your life,
We're going to
sis.
say, hey, listen, this is supposed to be 2 ounces. This is 4 ounces.
Right.
Well, it's only 2. No, it's with the sound sister, say 2 ounces, right?
Hey, D,
Yours say 4 ounces.
they gonna cheat. They gonna try to come with them Stanley cups. You know them cups. They can hide how much juice. See, because you could we could say, okay, you got a 16-ounce water. We'll allow it. But they come with a Stanley cup.
You don't know how much
with
is
20 ounces of real sugar Pepsi in there.
Tell them pour some out.
Yeah, real sugar Pepsi.
Leave it in the car.
Leave it in the car. We can't see what's in there. That's just my juicing. I be juicing.
Wise to do evil, man.
Nah, but
watch
sis,
'em.
you tell you joined the gym. Listen,
I did.
it ain't going to drop until you do a calorie deficit. That's all.
Yeah,
That's the
At least
only way.
300 calories.
The gym, you just gonna sweat a little
Right.
bit, but that eating and knowing how many calories you intake versus how many you burning throughout the week, that's the only way.
Do you count your calories?
No.
She sure ain't
It's
counting
never
them
going to work.
souls.
So right now, you don't
But you
really.
know, I'm telling you,
listen,
I know it's
listen,
a soda.
listen. Right now, you don't have a plan.
Okay.
You need a plan.
She out here free
You
balling.
need to structure your food, your diet, and the calories you're going to intake. And like Officer said, your plan should include, okay, I'm going to burn calories, but I'm not going to intake more than I'm going to burn.
So get a food scale, and we gonna know you serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that thing is.
Yeah, I'm almost at the macro.
You gonna do it?
stage now.
Yeah.
Shoshana say she's trying to call in. What's the number?
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Zoom.
In
Uh-oh.
that chat, she have-
I want to hear Shoshana get on here and call.
A disgusting lard bag.
Fat.
I know.
You know how you got called women
Hey,
fat
where's-
and nasty.
Hey,
I don't
did
picture
y'all
Shoshana.
put the
I don't
link?
picture Shoshana calling
Fat
somebody
and nasty. You gotta call
Sis,
her.
call in on the link.
Zoom.
The Zoom link. Is the Zoom link
She
there?
is sweet, but
You fat
when
and
it comes
nasty.
to her
Ira,
training,
I bet you didn't put the Zoom link
she's
in, did you?
serious.
No.
Just so that means no, you didn't put it in, right?
Fat and nasty.
You know, for the ladies in
Stand by, Shoshana.
right,
Yeah.
that program, the only way you can graduate is if you in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of y'all disgusting lard-back sisters out there, I'm sorry.
Damn!
Somebody gotta say it.
Somebody
A lot
got to
of-
say
A
it.
lot of y'all not gonna graduate the program
Yeah.
because nobody wants you like that.
It's
No-
less
you-
than
so ladies are waiting.
30%.
I heard a lot of them
Do it
get.
over?
I heard a lot of them
Less
get
than
kicked out, and a lot of them drop out.
So
Yeah.
we gotta do it over. if
Are
they-
you a ladies in waiting?
Because remember,
Good.
that's when
She
I
just
had my
gonna be a
gallbladder
lady waiting.
surgery. So but next time I'm ready. But see, that's why I joined the gym, because I heard that you got to get down to a certain number.
Calorie deficit.
So I'm trying to get myself together before I start, because that's a big component.
Air France.
So, Air France?
All right, yeah, play that. I think I've seen this. Play that.
Your husband couldn't motivate you when he was looking at all the Instagram baddies, but you a biggie. How do you motivate yourself to keep going? You don't need motivation. You need to be told what to do. Hell will have to freeze over before you get off your butt and start to do something. The doctor couldn't motivate you when he came back and said you're pre-diabetic.
Damn.
Your kids couldn't motivate you when they was running out in the park and you couldn't run after them. You was out of breath. Your husband couldn't motivate you when he was looking at all the Instagram baddies, but you a biggie. So nothing can really motivate you. So coming into this room expecting me to motivate you to get off your big butt, hell will freeze over. So the only thing I can do is stay on this live with you. I'm on live every single day, about 4 hours a day the last 5 years.
Oh, I be hearing my wife be hearing this lady playing in the house
Yeah.
sometimes. She be like, "Oh, I lost 5 pounds. Good for you."
Hey, did you put the link in there?
Yo, what's up? But you know,
Ain't you
Deacon,
supposed
in
to
your
do that
class
before
yesterday,
the show starts?
You had a video
Officer?
of that guy talking about you got to be healthy for your kids. You know what video I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Captain RA played. Yep. You do have to be healthy.
Yeah.
I want to hear what Shoshana got to say.
She
She
go,
do in her
Trying to
chat.
call
She
in.
do.
she gonna say, "I try
She
to
be
tell her."
calling sisters out who don't follow the guideline of her release
What did
the
she
weight
say?
challenge.
Yeah, what did she say? Give us
she
a
say?
direct.
Being-
We want a direct quote.
What she said? She said, "You look kind of big."
No, she said like if y'all not following what I put out, then I know you cheating or like.
That ain't nothing.
Come on, that ain't Captain Shem.
Big ass
Yo, stop being fat and lazy with your fat, lazy self.
You fat, nasty, and lazy. That's what's wrong.
Captain Shem, zoom in, man.
Okay, the Zoom is in the chat.
The
Zoom is in the chat.
So you fat and nasty, and that's why you ain't got no husband now.
Sister, if you don't follow this, I know you're cheating.
Sister, why you cheating, sis? Why? Why?
Do the program.
I can tell. I can tell.
Why aren't you following?
I can tell.
Can you please go do some push-ups?
Can you please do some jumping jacks, please?
They scroll right past that message. Call her fat. She's gonna stare at it for 20 minutes.
She gonna Matthew 12 you.
Yeah.
Matthew 12.
Not 18.
Huh?
You know 18 too serious.
She's on the line?
Matthew 17.5.
Right.
Hold on. What did you say?
Link is in the chat.
Ira, you all right.
13 minutes later.
It says it's giving her invalid meeting ID.
All
She
right.
took a screenshot of it.
I guess we talking about fat
click
people
it. Let me
today.
see.
Hey, did you
And
hear what she
nasty.
said?
Hey, one of you call that number. Let me see if it's a go to.
You know when you get fat, your
Ain't
neck
y'all
sweat.
supposed to check this
hell bad.
before we start?
My neck, my back.
Hey, somebody call the number, see if he went to, because she said she cannot get to. So see if somebody.
And by the way, shout out to Bishop Nathaniel for that class.
Yes, sir.
That's right. To hell with France.
F France.
France.
The hell wrong with France?
They
I
eat
see what it is.
poulet
Make
vous and
sure-
Française.
They shout out to Deacon Lava Hammer Time too.
Right,
He
that
got
was
it.
fire. That was fire.
Hey, brothers, sisters, make sure y'all continue to donate right here. Donate. Hit the QR code. Y'all see where the funds is going. The funds is going to wake up our people, all right? Make sure y'all continue to donate. The mission ain't stopped, all right?
Hey, I don't want to change the subject, but while we're waiting for Shoshana to call, let me tell you something, right? I got to talk about Africa again. Not only Africa, but countries outside of America. Something that a lot of you might not know. Hey, give me that scripture and was it Deuteronomy about Judah? I want the one in Deuteronomy.
33?
Yep.
33:7.
Deuteronomy 33. I'm going to read something to you, and I'm going to show you how deep this goes. 33:7.
Yes, sir.
Deuteronomy 33:7.
Deuteronomy
Hold
chapter.
on, let me see something. Hold on. Oh yeah, read 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah.
This is the blessing of Judah. Keep that in mind. Say the blessing of Judah. This is the blessing of Judah. Read.
And he said, "Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah."
Lord, hear the voice of Judah. It's talking about the tribe of Judah. Lord, hear the voice of Judah.
And bring him unto his people.
Stop. It's a bring Judah into his people. Who's Judah people? Judah people is there the 11 tribes. It's a bring Judah to his people. Now, give me the scripture. Now, go to the one and say, do not me again about we're going to scatter them into a corner. Where's going to scatter us?
427.
427. Read that. Hold on, we're going to come back here.
Oh, you want the corners? The one that says corners?
32:26.
22, yeah, read that.
Deuteronomy.
Scatter us into corner.
Chapter 32 and verse 26. I said I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
He's going to scatter us into corner. He's going to make the remembrance to cease from men. In other words, we're going to have different identity. We're not going to remember who we are, right? Go back. Read that verse 7 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 33.
Remember he said, remember what Christ even in Matthew, Christ said, go out
to all nations.
To all nations. He was talking about that same thing. Christ was saying the same thing about Deuteronomy 32. Because Christ was in the prophecy.
Right.
I'm going to scatter them into corners. So Christ know we all over. And Christ said, go teach all over, right? You read verse 7 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 7. And this is the blessing of Judah.
This is the blessing of Judah.
And he said, Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people.
Stop. Where I'm going with this? This prophecy, what's that prophecy saying? Judah is the one who's going to find the 12 tribes. Right. Who's going to gather the 12 tribes.
From
that's
the
what
four
that's
corners
saying.
of the earth.
And the four corners of the earth. That's what that's saying. That's why he said, bring him to his people. Deuteronomy 32, he's saying, I'm going to scatter them into a corner. They're not going to remember who they are. Judah is going to go remind them. You are Benjamin. You are Levi. Right. You are Ephraim. You are this. You are that. Put back up the map. You had a map up there. Put it back up.
So Judah's not going to be just in Harlem,
no.
Philly.
You see this map? Judah is the only one who's going to be able to break this map down. Judah is the one who's going to go to those places, wake up these people. Wake up these people. Now, what I'm saying, what exactly I'm saying? When you travel, like IUIC, like we travel, you're going to see what now you don't have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right.
Those of you who know if you travel, you don't know what I'm talking about.
You just run your mouth from a couch.
Yes.
You just stay here, run your mouth.
Exactly. But when you travel, you're going to realize, wait a minute. The spirit Judah have, the other tribes outside of America, they don't have it. They do not. I'm not badmouth our brothers, our sisters in the continent or in the islands. That's not what I'm doing. I'm showing you Judah. I'm showing you the Bible is real. The Bible is a true book. Judah is the one who's going to go to these places, bring them back. And guess what? Remember that book? I always refer to that book. That book, Bishop have a book. Even Esau know that. Esau know the blacks here, they're the one you got to watch out for. They're the one who's going to go and wake these people up. Because when I tell you, these people are people in the continent, in the islands, they're very slow, laid back.
Everything cool.
Everything is cool. Some of these places, they're so comfortable. Some of these, listen, we go to some island, these damn things look paradise.
Yeah.
Everybody lay back. You got the blue water, the sand. Everybody's like, man, this is so. They got food. Like, for example, when we went to Solomon Island, we went to Papua New Guinea. Bruh, these people's got abundant of food. They don't even call these islands third world countries. If you reading what they say, this island, they are what they call here when they say they got middle class.
Yes, sir.
They call them
middle
class status. Yeah. That's what they call the people in these islands. Yeah, that's what they call them. They don't call them poor countries. Bro, they got food like crazy, bro. I go to the marketplace, bro. When I tell they got food,
the fish was humongous.
And they ain't importing their food. They food from right around that island.
Yes.
Wow.
The island so far, they're not importing nothing. Bro, when I tell they got food, they got food. So, but as far as who they are, they're not going to know if Judah don't go over there. Judah is the one. So, I say all that to say this. We cannot reach these people without your help. That's impossible.
Right.
Those tickets, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. So we cannot reach these people without your help. That's what I'm saying. But I just want you guys to understand, Judah is the one. The Spirit is here.
That's right.
Shout out to Judah, man.
Shout out to Judah, man.
They got real quiet when it's Judah.
Where the soundbite at, man?
I get a lion or something?
Where's the IT soundbite?
Yeah.
Air horn?
They over there listening. They like, dang, that's
so, I see hating on Judah, man.
Nah, they were just so enamored by what Deke was saying, they forgot to do their job. I'm gonna give y'all that in incompetence.
So Deke, what you saying is when they donate right there,
don't hate, don't
they help fulfill this prophecy right here.
Right.
That
Yes.
you're reading.
Yes.
When it says bring him unto his people, when you hit that, when you scan that code right there and you donate to the Booster Club right there.
What the hell Sister Shoshana's doing?
Bowls of quinoa. She like, make sure y'all see my quinoa.
It's probably walnut meat.
She said, I'm getting ready to call everybody fat.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Looks
calling
like
you.
walnut meat.
I want to hear her call somebody fat.
Yo, that's funny, man.
Look at her.
Did she know it's 10 in the morning?
It's quinoa time.
I saw her Lord back there too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on now.
Shalom, sis.
Shalom, sis.
Shalom, leadership. Shalom, sisters. I'm prepping food for our beautiful family on visiting the sick and shut-ins, so you have to excuse me.
All praise.
All praise.
For who?
The
Visiting the sick and shut in.
Visiting the sick.
Oh.
Okay, all praise.
Is that your Lord back there?
Look at this guy. Is he hiding?
Why you looking creepy over there, man?
He over there looking creepy. He didn't want to hide. He wanted to
The
be seen.
hell is
Like,
this? Hey, sis.
I'm here too.
We got a question for you. We want to know how much Captain Shem you got inside of you.
You know, me and Captain Shem, we're related. I believe that that's my father. I really do.
Call somebody fat right now.
yeah, do it now. Call him fat.
All right.
Call.
You've been in the snack cabinet, developing bad habits. Girl, stop playing games. You already know you changed what's happening.
Okay.
I'm about to put you on the mat. Let's go big back. I've been finding different ways to tell the sisters to lose weight.
Can you change the last lyric to let's go, you being fat?
Can you just
Yes.
say it?
Let's go big bag.
That's too nice. I told you.
You too nice, man. I told you what it was. You gotta call him fat and nasty.
I got a question for you.
Big Nayama was bopping to that. She ain't offended. She ain't ashamed.
You will never see Captain Severa's dance.
Watch this. She said, Shoshana, watch this. I know how emotional she said. She said, Shana, did you ever make a sister cry for calling him fat?
Be honest.
A lot of sisters cried, and a lot of sisters actually, they left the challenge without me even removing them.
Sister,
and a lot of sisters refused and rebelled
sister,
to even sign up because they said I'm crazy and I'm too
the
strict.
The question was,
did you make them?
Did they quit because you call them fat?
FAT.
You know,
FAT.
with the chat leadership, when they exit the group, you don't know why, you can't see them speaking. But I put on there what you all put on. I put a clip on there and I put it on replay. I edited what Captain Shem
so that's
said.
a no.
You know, the sisters in IUIC, they over 300 pounds. 300 pounds.
Sis, do you have any Captain Shem real sound bites? Like when he goes in? Like when she probably don't got none of that.
She did. You posted.
You
posted some in the release the way she did.
Y'all get the.
I mean, y'all get the PG.
The water.
Yeah.
No, she edited a video that Captain Shem did and played it in the group. They're trying to say you're not tough enough, Shane. I told them you are.
Captain Shem, your stepdaddy.
No, leadership, I absolutely am. I'm on the sisters actually like white on rice.
So
and,
wait a minute.
Call Nayama fat.
Wait, go ahead and call Nayama
yes,
fat.
Sir.
Tell Nayama say you fat.
A disgusting lard back.
Damn.
Make a song.
She can't do it. Shoshana can't
Make
do
a
it.
song
Can't do it.
specifically for Nayama.
Them gloves getting real tight.
Right.
Shoshana.
She about to melt the latex on
Shoshana. He said it's a yes or no question. Yes,
we got a
have
sister.
let
We got a
know.
sister right here, right now. She's about 3 feet from me.
Oh, I thought you were going
And
to say
she
300.
gained
I'm like, no, I ain't 300.
fat.
No more.
What is going on? Because she's in the program, but she's gaining weight.
She's on her way back. She's on the
She's
road to
on her
300.
way back to
300.
You could do it.
extra
sis.
big back,
Roll to 300, Cap.
extra large back.
She on her.
Tell her stop being fat.
So what's going on with her?
Nayama, you
Yes, sir.
fat. You're getting fat.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to straight up tell you because now I'm giving you the tools and you didn't take it. You're getting
Go ahead,
fat.
build it.
No, seriously, you're getting fat. You turn into a lard back, and we set a standard.
Turning
and
into
that's
one.
not acceptable.
Did she leave being a lard back?
Well, I did. Yeah, I kind of slithered out the
Hey,
program.
she was doing good.
She was doing real
slithered out.
good.
She was actually really good. She was doing really good, but that was my fear that the
She about to
sisters
cry
would start to slide back after Passover.
That's the grease from the lard. It make it easy to slip and slide.
Backslide.
All right, sis. All praises.
Somebody in the chat said, "Oh, don't do that." See,
Don't do what?
You probably that too.
I'm gonna get bigger. Shut up. Just be quiet.
See, Captain Severus gets a whole song made about him.
Right.
And talks about every blitz.
Every blitz. No matter where
Now I
we
have
at.
like a whole album of songs. Now I'm not as nice as people think that I am. I have about 5 different songs dedicated to fat people.
Are any
So
of them
never get it
specific?
twisted.
Captain Severus songs are specific to Captain Severus. And we all it says his name.
Can you sing one?
Hey, what's the name? What's the name?
Captain,
I'm not
you know,
gonna
Captain
hold
Ship's
my
like,
rank ain't high enough to do that.
There's an officer that he makes sing a song about himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all got that?
I heard that in the war room a couple weeks ago.
Shoshana, we should do a video. We should do something.
You should lose the weight.
What, y'all gonna do a collab on content?
Food content.
Food content.
All right.
Just leave
All right.
All right,
I'm thinking about start confiscating food from the door.
Yeah, we're gonna scan y'all food at the door.
My
They
thyroid.
gonna say it's for their
But
baby.
some of that stuff be healthy,
gonna
man.
say
So
it's for
I
their
bring
baby.
apples and
word.
oranges and bananas and nuts.
I ain't
That's
never
the
seen
meat
no
at the
banana.
bottom.
No doubt. You be eating apples, word.
What you say, Hanaya?
I be
That
getting the
stuff be at
Butterfinger
bottom
out
of
of
the
there.
bag.
I get the Butterfinger out of
Yo,
there.
guys, hang on the sister?
Did y'all hang up on her?
Oh, she ain't go? Okay.
All right. Well, praise.
Hey,
My king
That's
getting
what
cold.
you get for not calling nobody fat.
IT, what you got, man? Because I see it's Tentoli already.
Deke, I hate khakis. I just wanted to say that.
You hate what?
Captain Yuri made me mad talking about khakis. I got a thing about khakis that really pissed me off every time I think about it. So
What
I
do
you wear khakis?
I hate khakis.
Why?
I feel like that's the poor white man suit. I feel like people who wear khakis just couldn't afford a real white man suit, so they went with khakis. And I still feel like you're trying to make me dress like a white person.
Khakis are an extension of white supremacy.
Thank you, sir.
I like the way you put that.
Where the hell you guys get this thing from?
You was talking about, how we going to, do some things, and now brothers going to have to come in here with some decent, because y'all can't see underneath the table the apparel.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Right here is business up. Underneath, it is what it is.
It's feast day.
So you said,
it's a feast
we're
day.
gonna have to up the.
So
up the
you're saying some of y'all got on
Don't the
hoochie daddy
camera
shorts?
got a zoom in it?
Yeah, but you can't see under the table.
No. When the camera got a zoom, right? Mm-hmm. If you move the table right now, the camera don't have to pick up the bottom.
That's what we're saying. So on the news situation, you might see the.
You gonna see my legs.
He can have.
We might see.
You don't understand what I
Carmela's-
just said? Let's say they move this table.
Mm-hmm.
If the camera want to catch me from here, they can, right? They don't have to show the bottom.
Yes, sir. But in case they want to get a wide shot of the whole.
I was just about to say they get a wide shot. They gonna show
know
our
what I'm saying?
legs.
Well, your guys barely be friend with the cameraman then.
Cause I ain't wearing no khakis.
Your belly become friend with this cameraman.
So you're saying you might see Carmela's hoochie daddy shorts.
I got him.
Oh, damn.
Man, die out.
Hey, listen, man. This have nothing to do with me. Captain Shem or Captain Moza. Your guys barely become friend with the cameraman. You have nothing to do with
You
us.
got to grease. Never mind. I got to think about that.
Somebody
see your shorts, bro.
Hoochie daddy shorts.
You gotta
and
have
ashy
it. You
knees.
better
Somebody
have
what?
this.
Is somebody playing music?
Hey, what is that?
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Oh
it.
my God.
That's strike 2 and 99.
Interstellar music.
Come
or
on,
something?
sis.
Right. She wake up listening to the stars. If I had
Alright,
to
so
guess
what we
how
got,
the universe sound, this was it.
Uzziah, what we got?
You want to start with that?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I'm proud of that guy.
Now, before we play that, right?
I don't know him, but
Now, how can somebody just look up Uzziah? How long has he officially been the president of Burkina Faso?
It's 2 years.
2 years. Mm-hmm. So let's play the video. Keep that in mind. He's been in office for 2 years. He's been in control of the country for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader, Ibrahim Traoré, the youngest leader of any country in Africa, was just offered by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia to allow Saudi Arabia to build 200 new mosques in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré is a Muslim man, but he responded to Mohammed bin Salman with a different suggestion. He said, "I greatly appreciate your offer, but my people can pray anywhere. If the people of Gaza can continue to pray, why do my people need 200 new mosques right now? Maybe one day that would be great, but right now, the people of Burkina Faso need new hospitals, new schools, new jobs to simply stay alive amid threats of Western aggression. This exceptional leadership from Ibrahim Traore exemplifies why the West has tried to unalive him at least 16 times now over the past 2 years. The West fears a truly sovereign and brilliant mind and a young leader like Ibrahim Traore who has the capacity to take Africa into a sovereign and free future.
That white man reading the script.
Now, so he's rejecting the mosque thing about we want the prince offered him all these mosques. Okay, cool. He said no, we don't need that. We need schools, hospitals, things of that nature, right? Go to the next. So it's about 2.5 years. Assumed office October 6, 2022. Can you look up real quick when was he born or how old is he?
It's right there. 37 years old.
March 14th, 2025, he just turned 37. This man ain't even 40 years old yet.
Wow.
Damn. Go to the next video.
Sometimes make you feel like you ain't doing nothing with your life.
Yeah. Now, he's accomplished this at 37, right? Now, I'll remind you, I know we don't have it on video, but he's paid off all the debt of the country without Western aid, without America, without France, kicked these nations out that's been exploiting his country for however long, decades and centuries, right? Play the next one.
He bought $1 billion worth of farming equipment.
Yes.
Motorcycles and stuff for people to transport stuff.
And he does not take a salary, his presidential salary. Wow. So he's still taking, he's a real captain in the army over there. So he's only on that salary. He's not on a presidential salary.
And right now, I think he said he's paving all of the roads.
Yeah. Really?
He's paving everything.
Without China.
Without China.
Wow.
But he went and bought the asphalt pavers.
Yeah.
And
he's building a whole city with housing for the people.
Just turned 37.
Now, go ahead and play that.
That's some bullshit.
Burkina Faso's revolutionary government in Africa has officially said no more to the foreign imperialists who are stealing our gold. Captain Ibrahim Traore, the youngest leader in Africa, has officially withdrawn the mining permits for all foreign companies that were stealing the gold of Burkina Faso. And he put out a statement. He said, "We know how to mine our gold in Burkina Faso, and I don't understand why we are going to let multinationals come in and mine it." Maybe that's why they've tried to unalive him 16 times. In addition to this great news, Captain Ibrahim Traore placed those mines, 2 of them, under full state control, which means that the people of Burkina Faso will be benefiting from all the revenue generated by those gold mines, not some...
Name me one other country in Africa, or a dark nation at all, that benefits off of their own resources. You can't name one. Is it Nigeria?
I thought it was a trick question.
Is it Sierra Leone? Is it Uganda? Where? You can't name one. So what my point in this, D, with all the leaders in Africa, past and present,
bring it out.
Right now in 2025, I gotta say this guy's beat them all.
Yep. 100%. And the amount of things he do in the short time, the other leaders in Africa should be ashamed.
Yes.
Should be ashamed of themselves. Mali, you got Burkina Faso, Mali, which is over Burkina Faso. You got Mali, you got Niger. They pull out of the ECOWAS.
Yes.
Because ECOWAS controlled by European, by French, by the Americans. So they pull out. So, because why? When they come into power, French want to send ECOWAS to fight them, especially that. What is that cone
from Nigeria?
From Nigeria. Oh my God, this guy's a cone.
I forgot his name, but he's a cone.
Now you got another cone in what is that?
Namibia?
No. What is that cone?
Oh,
Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
The Ivory Coast president. The last coup they tried to kill him was actually put together by the Ivory Coast. I'm telling you, he saw that cone right there. That dude right. Listen, this puppet government, this is the message to all these African nations. Those puppet government got to go.
Right.
Hey. Those puppet guys got to go. And listen, the French did so much. France do so much evil in Africa.
Right.
There should be no French military anywhere in Africa.
Right.
Everybody got to go, including the U.S. They all got to go.
Right. And you know what's crazy? Everything that Captain Abraham Traore is doing, Ibrahim, is just common sense.
Yeah.
It looks revolutionary from all standpoints. Like, wow, he's giving the people everything that they need. That lets you know how corrupt
low.
And how low the bar and standard has been for Africa all of this time.
Hey, you want to see our co-op? Hey, officer, remember that thing I sent you yesterday for my class? The gold mine, about how much gold is in France. You remember what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir. I sent it. We played in my class yesterday. I'm going to show I co-op these people up. Listen, man, this shit is crazy.
Deep.
Find it for me.
Why he looking for that? I can get a script.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me get Exodus 23 and 8.
Let me see if I found it. You found it? Yes, sir. Okay. No, go ahead. Get the scripture.
Exodus 23 and 8. Because, I mean, we talking about Africa right now. But when you look at that thing as a whole, and I'm just going to use it in terms of our people, like we see when our people go into politics, how there are things that can be done for our community. But once they get into that arena and they get in, all of a sudden, nothing is, it's not as easy as you think. Right. He's showing that it's easy as you think.
Yes.
He's showing it's as
easy. You can say no.
Right. But our people, and it's kind of like the same example of like, not to take nothing away from Ibrahim, but like how Fred Hampton was doing the same thing. He was showing it's as easy as you think. Right. You know what I'm saying? The same way right now, we're showing people it's as easy as you think. We're going to these countries. Mm-hmm. Okay, how you gonna get there? Watch. It's that easy. You ask the people that are in the same league with you, supporting the cause, and they help it get done. Because I'm pretty sure there are people around him when he say this is what we need to do. Somebody said, well, let's go ahead and hit the numbers to get all these tractors in here. He said, that's a good number. Let's play it. Read that, Exodus 23 and 8.
Exodus chapter 23 and verse 8. Let's go. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise.
So a lot of our people, those African leaders, the ones who are easily ready to set their own brother up or help with the assassination or take the bribe, like he said, he don't take the salary of the president. He keeps his same military salary, because that gift blindeth. And a lot of people, when they get in that position, the first thing they do is start thinking about themselves. They forget the mission that they went there for, and they only start thinking about the position that they're in now, what I could get. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
And perverteth the words of the righteous.
And they all become some kind of perverted form of government or whatever the case may be. So you go from, you don't know what it takes. It's legislation you got to go through.
Red tape.
Red tape. Bureaucracy. But really the truth is you got there, you took the bribe, and you stopped caring about the people that you went there for. You was only concerned with what you could get. You was only concerned with your pockets, the way your house lived, the car that you drive, and you didn't care about nothing else that was happening.
Hey, I'm gonna say something based on what you said, right? IMF.
Monetary people. IMF
is, I'm gonna show you how co-op this thing is, right? This thing go deeper than we think. I'm gonna use just Burkina Faso, right? You got a country, they produce some of the best gold. They got enough gold where the country don't have to borrow money from nobody. And Abraham proved that.
I know. That cool.
Only on 2 years he proved that. He paid all the debt. Niger proved that. They pay all the debt, right? IMF come in and say, I want to let you borrow $250 million. But there's with condition. Right. This you can do. Yep. Why I got gold? Why do I want to borrow $250 million from you again?
Right.
They set up condition. But what they do is that $250 million goes straight to the government pocket. The government allow them come in the country, do whatever the hell they want, take whatever the hell they want.
Right.
When that co-op government could have turned them down, said, no, I got gold, I got oil, I can make $250 million in one day.
Right.
I don't need $250 million.
Right.
But they're so cool. That show you how the West work. That's how America, France, the European countries control these black countries. Now, with this, I want you to read this. Pay attention to this. This is show you how really co-op these African countries are.
Read.
France holds the world's 4th largest gold reserve with 2,436 tons.
Now, stop. I want somebody to, how much is gold right now, officer?
$3,300 an ounce.
Totally $300. Now, times 2 ton, 2 point,
that's what it was Friday.
It's time to go to ChatGPT.
Now, this is ton. Damn. This is tons of gold.
Oh, wait.
This is not ounce. This is tons.
How much an ounce?
$3,300.
An ounce.
That's how much it was Friday.
Holy.
Hey.
But it's what Deke's saying.
How much is 1 ton?
That's
2,000 pounds.
Now,
how many ounces?
How many ounces in a ton?
I'm asking ChatGPT right now.
2,436 tons is 77,952,000 ounces.
So you got to multiply that by
So
what?
by
78,000.
Officer, multiply that by
78,000. No, 78 million.
I've done the math.
By 3,300.
It's $257.24 billion.
Wow. And that's all from Africa. Because
how much
France
was
don't
it again?
produce nothing.
No. Repeat that again.
$257.24 billion.
That's in the French banks right now from Africa.
That's in French bank.
And Deke, that's one European nation.
Yes. Now,
they're not the only ones doing it.
They're not the only one doing it. Now, watch this. Read that again. Watch this.
France holds the world's 4th largest gold reserve.
So there's 3 more.
Bigger than that.
More bigger than that. Go ahead.
With 2,436 tons stored in the Banque de France.
Yet,
the country has no active gold
You stole it.
mine.
Air France.
now, if you're a human being, you read this, you have no problem with this, something wrong with you.
Right.
Something wrong with you. If you, a government in Africa, in the African continent, you reading this, you don't have a problem with this, you are the devil, the Bible speaks.
Yes. Right.
You evil.
Yes,
you are one. Listen, you got to go. You got to go. Keep on reading.
In contrast,
France have no gold mine. How they get that gold? They stole it.
Right.
Read.
In contrast, Mali, one of the top global gold producers with 14 official mines.
Mali got 14 official gold mine. Read.
Has 0 tons of gold reserves in the central
They got a
bank
couple ounces. Go
of
ahead.
West African states.
Now I want you to think about this. Because you know the Negro mine is different. Because you got to put it in a simple term for them. This is my house. This room is my house, right? I got gold all over. Right? You come in, you took my gold back to your house.
Right.
You took my gold back to your house. You have a safe where you store all my gold. But yet you do not allow me to have a safe to put my gold. You want my door to continue to stay open while you come in and out.
In your house.
In my house. These doors stay open, you come in and out. In my house, take my gold. Put it in your reserve. Put it in your reserve. Put it in your reserve. Now me, when somebody visit me, they say, hey, you don't have no gold in your, and you don't have no gold in your safe, in your deposit. In safe. You don't have no gold safe. I'm like, yeah, so I know.
Like you don't care.
I was listening to some this week. I was listening because I think I was telling y'all yesterday. Like a lot of the jewelers are like everybody freaking out because gold so high. Gold went in the last 2 years over $1,000 for up. like it's increased over $1,000 per ounce. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that they were all this old Idumeans talking about how the price, like how they used to get the gold. And the guy was saying that they used to go and they could go and buy, and say you go buy a kilo, then part of the government will say, okay, well, I need half of this. So it's coming out the mine and just say it's 3,300. He said, well, I need 17. He get his 17. You still get the whole kilo, but he gets 1,700 of it before anybody else get their money. The officials, like what you're saying, like how France take their cut. The other country would get half of whatever that cost of that gold was. He says now, the old guy I was listening to, two old dudes talking, he says now with what Traore is doing, there's only a $2 difference now in what it costs to get it out the mine and what you paying for it. And he said there's
instead of half?
Instead of $2 now. He said, so that's like what Traore is doing, is what ran the number up so high, because all these officials can't get they cut no more and drive the number. They like, when it come out the mine, Traore like, oh, you won't buy it? Yeah. This right here, 3,300. Then I need 33.2.
Pay up.
Hey,
Pay up.
What you said is what I think Niger,
yeah.
Niger did to France. Remember, France was taking the
uranium,
which is what's the they use for power.
Yeah,
for light. France wasn't paying even $2. Guess what? How much France was buying it in Canada? $200.
200.
Right.
But in Niger, they was not even paying $2. Now the Niger government say, okay, you guys got to go. Now they say, okay, you paying Canada $200 for it? We want $200 for it too.
Right, not a number up.
But it was so crazy. France was taking so much of that stuff. France has so much power. They sell other European countries' power.
Right.
But guess what? There's not even 10%
of Niger
power in Niger. Yeah. People was in the dark. People was in the. So I'm telling you, you come to my house, I'm in the dark. You got so much light, you selling light, but you talking my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the white country, you buy it from them for $200. But when you come to my country, you don't even pay $2 for it. So you know what? You got to go. And speaking of gold, let me show you how crazy this shit is. This shit is crazy. If Burkina Faso, the way France was doing, let's say Burkina Faso got 2,000 tons of gold. They call France to buy it. France say, no, we don't want it. But guess what? Burkina Faso cannot sell it to nobody else.
Right.
France have to tell them who to sell it to. What type of democracy bull crap is this?
Asinine. That's just crazy.
Bro, listen, man. This is why.
That's that cut me in or cut it out mentality.
Bro, this is why when Christ come back, listen, man, the Israelites are going to put all your behind to
right. Can we read it? Can we read it?
Listen, stuff like that. This is why the Israelites cannot wait for Christ to come back.
Right.
Because, listen, we're going to stop all this foolishness.
Right. Can I get a script on that? Can I get a script?
Yeah.
Give me Job chapter 20 and verse 5. We're going to jump around a little bit because now I'm mad. Because France, Russia,
France, man.
Germany, Esau as a whole.
Before you read the scripture,
yes, sir.
finish that, so we can move out.
Yes, sir.
Finish that.
Similarly, the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, ranked as the 7th largest gold producer, reportedly has no gold reserves in its central bank. Some sources estimate a mere 0.16 tons.
They ain't even got
Meanwhile, France has over damn near 2,500 tons.
For those of you who don't know, DRC, if it wasn't for DRC, there would be no cell phone.
Right.
There would be no Tesla.
Right.
Right.
The Goodyear tires.
All this stuff come from there. Go ahead, officer, Captain Yui.
Yes, sir. So give me Job chapter 20 and verse 5. Because some of y'all will look at that and be like, wow, the white man going to rule forever. France going to rule forever. Look how much money they got.
Nigga can't be stopped.
Right, watch this.
Job chapter 20 and verse 5.
Come on.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment.
So we get in the context of who we talking about right now. The triumphing of France is short.
Right.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all should have left us alone. Because now we activating the mighty ones via the scriptures specifically on y'all. And I'm going to just go on record. I never liked France. I got text messages from months ago, before all of this happened, saying how much I can't stand that place. It stink, the people are racist, and the food is whack. Jump to verse
fromage.
18.
Nigga, what's fromage?
Verse 18.
Come on.
With your little croissants.
That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down.
He didn't labor for it by him going into the mines. No, he labored for it through murder, through theft, through robbery, through destruction, through corruption, through oppression. That's how he labored for it. But the scripture say he's not going to swallow it down. All those billions of dollars, watch what's going to happen. Read.
According to his substance shall the restitution be.
What's that word?
Shall the restitution be.
Restitution means it's going to go back to its rightful owners.
That's it.
The children of Israel. So y'all just got it on loan right now. Don't worry about it. Read on.
And he shall not rejoice therein.
Why? Read.
Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor.
He has oppressed and forsaken Africa for for hundreds of years. And now I did the math. It's $16.8 million that's in the other bank. The DR Bank.
Congo.
$16.8 million. That's how much gold they have. But France has 250-something billion. Oh, yeah, but they're going to give all of that back. But how are they going to do it? Finish this verse and then jump down to verse 24 and finish it up.
Because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
It was violence the way they got those mines. It was violence the way they got that gold. But read on, verse 24.
Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon.
Woo, here we go.
And the bow of steel shall strike him through.
But guess what? When Christ returned and them bombs drop and them nukes wipe France completely off the map because Christ is a man of war.
Yes.
That's what the Bible say. Y'all gonna give all of that back.
Right.
Y'all not gonna keep that in your little banks. No, sir. No, sir. We gonna take all of that back. Matter of fact, when we build up our kingdom, y'all gonna march it through our gates and bring it back.
That's gonna be a long
Thus
walk.
saith the Lord.
Hey,
Read on. Yes, sir.
Go.
Read on.
Verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body.
That means the missiles is gonna come out of the earth, out of them silos. Go ahead.
Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
And guess what? We're going to be watching from the chariots with a smile on our face as y'all run in terror going, Sacre bleu!
Sacre bleu!
Sacre bleu!
Who has these missiles?
Yeah, thus saith the Lord. To hell with France. Go ahead, Cap.
What kind of missile, Cap?
Let's go.
What kind of missile?
Sacre bleu! The missile!
The missile is coming!
Nigga sound like Pepe Le Pews.
Hey, look at verse 6. We're going to read verse 6 on down.
Yes, sir.
Job chapter 20 and verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
That's the spirit of France right there.
Right, pride.
Very snobbish. Nose in the air, they better than everybody else. That is definitely France right here. Come on.
And his head reach unto the clouds.
Uh-huh.
Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
That's right.
This is your future, France. This is what it is. We prophesying of your future right here. You're going to perish like your own dung. Come on.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Where's France? What happened to France?
What
Come
is
on.
France?
He shall.
What is a France? Come on.
He shall fly away as a dream.
You're like a bad dream. That's what you're going to be, a bad dream. Come on.
And shall not be found.
Come on.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
It's going to be like a nightmare when we awake. We're like, oh man, I thought
It's like they
I
never
had
existed.
an imagination of a dream.
I smell
there.
cheese.
You remember
Yeah, I
that
smell
nigga said
cheese.
fromage? Cheese and piss.
Right. Come on.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
We're not going to see you no more. Come on.
Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Watch this.
His children shall seek to please the poor.
Uh-huh.
And his hand shall restore their goods.
Read that again.
His children shall seek to please the poor.
Here's what I want.
And his hands shall restore their goods.
You're going to give all that gold back.
Right.
All that $254 billion in your banks, you're not going to benefit from it. Come on.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth.
Though wickedness is sweet in your mouth, France. Here you are slandering there's like 60 brothers and sisters all together in France.
In France. As a congregation.
That's too many, huh?
Too many.
And they're deemed a hate group. Oh, you're inciting violence. But you got the Catholic Church that's been doing violence in France for centuries.
Right.
You got a Jehovah's
Abusing
Witness.
little boys, abusing girls, so forth and so on. Come on.
Though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of ass within him.
Now, jump to 27 through 29. Just read that.
Job chapter 20 and verse 27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart.
All your exploitation of Africa is going to stop. Come on.
And his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
You giving all that back. Watch this.
This is the portion of a wicked man from God.
This is the portion of France. Come on.
And the heritage appointed unto him by God.
Hallelujah.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, wait for it.
Right. France. That's right.
Wait
That's
for it. Judgment's coming.
That's why we don't have to be violent.
Right.
That's why we don't.
We have a God.
We have a God, and if they're going to have to outlaw the Bible.
Right.
I was just thinking that.
You're talking about violent. Let me read violent to you.
Uh-oh.
Give me Isaiah 34.
Bring it out.
Because some of you say Christ is coming back. He's going to give us a hug. I heard the pastor say Christ is coming back to set the government in place, to set down the Senate.
Yeah. He's a Democrat. God is a Democrat.
God,
Yeah.
Jesus is a Democrat. Jesus is going to say, you Republican, you cannot do that to us.
He's a liberal.
He's a liberal.
Donald Trump,
Jesus
what are you
liberal.
doing? Jesus is going to say, Donald Trump, you cannot do that. What are you doing?
Donald, let me teach you real quick.
Let me teach you real quick, Donald Trump.
Come with me. Walk with me. Pet my lamb.
Let me show you the type of Christ is coming back. Start at verse 3.
Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 3. The slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
The mountain's going to melt with this nation blood. Read.
And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
It's talking about the kingdoms.
And
read.
And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And
that's that nuclear when that thing drop. Read.
And all their host shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Right.
Upon Idumea. And upon the
we not incite violence in nobody. We're reading this. The only way for you to stop this, you have to get rid of the Bible.
Right.
We're reading the scriptures. And you guys damn well know we don't incite no violence. We don't teach no violence. We're reading the scriptures.
But D, here's the thing. We are the smell of death to you.
I was thinking the same.
That's what it is. You know, with how we're breaking these scriptures down, it's the end of your kingdom.
Right. Yes.
That's what it is. This is the beginning of the decline of all your Edomite kingdoms, starting with America and Great Britain and all of that, and of course France too. You understand? It's just that France is the first to try to stop it.
Right. They take the first shot, and they hate that black unity.
Yep.
Because what's taking place in France, you got to realize, we teach, like Jehovah's Witnesses, like Bishop brought it out yesterday, how they teaching the same thing we teaching.
Right.
But guess what? The reason why ours is more effective, like we said earlier, we activate the angels. But ultimately, it's the unity of black. It's the unity of the 12 tribes is the biggest fear in France, and when Jehovah said
Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Wasn't it last year there was a riot in France?
Yes.
Right.
About with the Arabs and all of that. They didn't outlaw Islam.
Nope.
They didn't say nothing against Islam for that.
It's the hypocrisy.
During the riot, there's violence, isn't there?
Right.
Yeah.
There's all types of violence with these nations in France. But none of their religions got outlawed. Right. Here we are breaking down what the scriptures actually is talking about.
Right.
And you're banned for wearing fringes. You can't even wear purple and gold. You can't congregate together. That shows your little riots ain't the threat.
Nope.
The threat
the unity.
is the Israelites reading the Bible.
There you
Right.
go.
Yes.
There you
Verse
go.
5. Verse 5.
Verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold.
This is for you guys who say Christ is coming back for it to give you a kiss or hug. He's going to bring you flour. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse.
The people of my curse. Esau is the people of God's curse.
Right.
I'm going to repeat that again. The so-called white man, France, German, Russia, America, those are the people of God's curse. Read.
To judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
It's filled with what?
It is filled with blood.
No, it's filled with kisses.
It is filled with blood.
No, it's filled with flowers.
With blood.
It's filled with blood. Read.
It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra.
The Lord have a what?
For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
A great what?
In the land of Idumea.
A great slaughter. A great slaughter. Christ is coming back.
Hey, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm turned up right now.
Wait,
Sorry.
let me get some of this destruction too now.
So in Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, when Christ said, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets, that's what the prophet said.
That's what the prophet said.
So he didn't come to do away with the destruction, the bathing, the blood.
Nothing that the prophet said.
Nothing that the prophet said.
said.
Okay, cool. That's all.
Christ said, hey. He said, I'm going to, listen, I'm going to come and destroy this place.
Hey, matter of fact, D.
Go ahead. Who want a piece of this?
Let me get it.
We all want a piece.
Just remember, Christ said the scripture cannot be broken.
Right.
All
right, let me get Ezekiel 35. Give me 3, and then we're going to jump to 13.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir.
Mount Seir is all of the Edomites, the so-called white man. So whether it's France, Belgium, England, what's the other one they had? The one with the leprechauns?
Ireland.
Yeah,
Ireland.
I had to think about it.
Yeah, all of them.
O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Hey, right now, the Lord pointing a finger with Israel united in Christ. That hand stretching. And right now, that finger right now reaching towards France. And guess what? He said, I'm going to show everybody your stinking fromage, croissant, baguette, smelling ass. I'm about to show it to you. I'm about to show everybody. And guess what? He said, I'm going to make you most desolate. This place ain't going to be nothing. Because guess what? You ain't got nothing.
Right.
You already ain't nothing. Everything you got, you took from somebody else.
Yep.
Imagine now, because y'all said, like, the place, I've never been there, but the place stinks.
Yes.
Oh, man, it's a wilderness.
It's ghetto, it's dirty.
So just imagine if they didn't steal everything that they got. What it would look like.
Still throwing doo-doo in the street.
It would look like how it looked back in the 1500s,
Yeah,
1600s.
the Black Plague and all of that.
What's her name?
There's a president who said that. There's an ex-president of France who said that.
Marie Antoinette.
He said if it wasn't for Africa, France would be another third world country.
Third world country.
Yeah.
It's trying to cover up the stink with perfume. That's all it is. The whole
French
industry,
perfume.
the France, the fashion industry, they're just covering up the disgusting, defiled, evil people that they are with nice fabrics and clothes that they got from Africa, that they got from a whole bunch of other places. So don't be deceived. I remember I got off the plane. When I was in the world, I'm like, yo, I'm in Paris, right?
You felt romantic?
No, sir. So I'm driving through. I'm expecting to
romantic.
see, what I'm seeing in the movies. They driving through. I said, this look like Philly.
Really?
It's Philly.
Filthy Delphia.
It looked like Philly.
Listen. I love my hometown. It's Philly with an accent.
You know, Philly is horrible.
Philly's
All right.
horrible, bro.
I'm just saying,
Philly is
Philly ain't
cursed.
France.
They worse
though.
than Philly.
He said
Damn.
Philly ain't France.
Shout out to IUIC Philly. France is worse than Philly.
Really?
Wow.
France is worse than Philly.
So it got its own little Kensington.
Yes.
Captain Yadin brought it out
yes.
yesterday morning. He said how many they got more rats over there than New York.
You better stop.
That's
where
what
the
he brought
plague.
out.
That's
You know
where the
they
plague came
suicide.
from.
That's France, man.
Hey, go to verse 12.
Shout out to Philly. I love y'all.
Let me, after the scripture, I'm going to make a comment. After the scripture.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 12. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all the blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel.
So the Lord hearing you say that we a hate group. He hearing you saying that we inciting violence. Them is blasphemy against Israel. Yep. We ain't did none of what you said. You are lying. You are completely lying. And the Lord said, I heard what you said, and you got to pay for it. Read.
Saying, they are laid desolate. They are given us to consume.
Verse 13.
Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus saith the Lord God, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate.
And that's what I want. Everybody gonna be happy when the Lord start taking out these Idumean countries. When he take out all of Mount Seir. And guess what? We here for it. Like Cap said, we gonna be somewhere rejoicing while you screaming Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu! With the missiles! The missiles! The missile is coming. The missile is coming. Oh no.
That's bad right there. Hey, put that up, man. That's bad right there. That is bad right there.
Sacre bleu. The missile.
The French flag.
Hey, in the French, they thought that those brothers were on an island by themselves. They thought that they were alone. No. You activated the entire nation of Israel.
Right.
You touch one, you touch us all.
Well, the entire IUIC.
Yes,
because all the other camps are quiet. They ain't, they don't see the oppression of what France is doing.
No.
Them niggas gonna stay quiet.
Don't they got other branches and chapters in other countries?
They do.
So they could be next.
Yeah, they could be next. But, but they're quiet because it happened to us. They quiet.
Cal, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You guys make a comment about how bad our stinky France is, right?
Stinky France.
Listen,
France-adelphia.
Listen, us that's in the U.S., right? And I'm only talking about the brothers that's travel. Okay. We all go to other places where we realize, well, listen, the place I come from is a piece of crap.
Yes.
Compared to this place.
Yes.
You know, America. When you're in a third world country, America show you America. When you look at social media, they show you California look marvelous.
Right.
But
it's a shithole.
California is a shithole.
Especially LA.
But I went to California. I was like, bro, they got homeless all over the place. It's a shithole.
They got working homeless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then,
they got working homeless.
When you go to another country, when America is showing the other country, they show you they're poor, they're living in desert, which is bull. So now, when you're in this country, you be like, holy shit. I just realized
I've been duped.
Oh, you lied to me. They've been lying to me.
Right.
They've been lying. Hey, we just come from Passover from Ghana, and we have a couple of brothers and sisters. Some of them was like, yo, is this really Africa?
Wow.
We're like, yeah, it is Africa. What the hell you thought? He said, but I never see that on TV. You're not going to see that on TV. Don't wait for the white man to show you nothing. The white man's not going to show you that.
I sponsored a kid for like 3 years thinking Africa was so popular.
Nah, he had a cell phone.
Guess what? That money you was sponsoring him went straight to the white man pocket.
Damn. Hey, Sadiq, it's like the same thing with the map. Where they put Africa
small,
and they put Europe and
what do you call them projections, Mercator
Greenland
projections
is over here
whatever.
real big. It's the same thing.
It is. They want you to believe everything about Africa is small.
Right.
I mean, some of us, you got to think. The continent got 55 countries. I don't know why I keep saying 55. I thought it was always 54.
So you could put three Americas. You could put 3 Americas in there.
55 countries. Damn. You actually believe America is bigger than that place?
Right.
You have to be crazy to believe that. You have to be crazy to believe that.
That's how deep the white man's witchcraft is with Caesar Bow. Because put that back up. 90, well, I say anywhere it's not a fully Muslim country, you got Caesar Bow on every damn building, on every damn car, on people's neck, on people's wrists. You have them everywhere. So that's how you can allow a continent that can fit 3 U.S.'s in there to be divided in the Berlin Conference. And exploited.
Right.
Why China is big? What the hell? Is that China? The red one.
China.
That's China. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sister Hanaya sent you something. Can you play that?
That might be Asia. I don't think that's China. I think that's Asia.
As a whole.
Yeah, that's
That had to be
that was
Asia.
Asia.
You got it, Uzziah?
I was looking at him like, why is China? Oh no, that's Asia.
Let's take a look at France. Play that.
The missile.
This is the streets of France before the missile.
That's what I sent my wife.
All those great things, but then
That looked like Grand Concourse in the Bronx.
That's Yep.
Philadelphia.
I mean,
like New York.
filthy.
French
Is that it?
Philadelphia.
No, I seen some more.
So I had a layover in Paris, and I was telling my wife, I sent her these exact videos because I was, I had to kill the dream. Like, listen, it ain't what you thought it was in the movies. She's like, wow, did you go outside? No, I ain't go outside. The place stink. Absolutely
Stink
not.
ass French.
Oh, you think that little French music playing and it's just baguettes everywhere?
Yeah, nah, it ain't.
And spaghetti. No, that ain't France. Escargot.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's the Edomite side.
Uh-huh. That's Titus and them stuff, right? The Art de Triumph or whatever.
But where the niggas
Look at that.
Look at that. Real
Where's they waste
You know
system
that
at?
stuff stink.
Y'all think we playing, and the people don't wash properly. So you got the trash on the street, and then you got the ass.
They just put perfume over
sheet.
it.
Yeah, they just spray.
Paris in movies. Look, Paris in reality.
Wow.
That's like freaking
Fromage.
University in Avenue in the Bronx. Got all the trash lined up on the sidewalk.
We all know white people do not know how to wash.
No.
Right.
The French borough.
Can I get a
We
script?
showed y'all and y'all still don't get it.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Let me get Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5.
Oh, you want some of that? You want some of that wall?
Yeah.
We still on war? We still on war?
And Dick, this kind of a little segue to video 23, I think.
Who now?
What?
What's that?
Sedgeways.
Segue to which video you say?
23.
Which?
23.
Where's 23 at?
Go down.
Go down.
No. Bottom left.
23.
Bottom left, right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we need that.
Read that right there.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Who is the black horse? The black horse is the continent of Africa as a whole. Read.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
So the people that sit on this black horse is France, for example, Belgium, America, like the Berlin
Canada.
Conference, for example. They divided up Africa in 1865. They divided up Africa, and they suppressed the resources that they can use with what? The IMF. Read.
And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see.
Jump down to verse 9 now, because there's going to be a problem when we bringing this stuff out. When we bring out the judgment that's going to come to these nations for what they do in Africa, this is going to happen. Read.
Verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God.
So when you make these mandates against our men in France, thinking that's going to stop something,
Right.
you ain't stopping a damn thing.
Right.
Read
That's
again.
right.
And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
So the same thing, we praying for vengeance on earth, they going to be praying for vengeance in the heaven too with the Lord.
Damn. So they getting it both ways.
Jump down to verse.
A little smoke,
Let me
Lord.
get verse. Let me see. Verse 14 now. Because we praying for vengeance, and guess what? It's going to come down on France. It's going to come down on Russia. It's going to come down on America. Read.
Verse 14. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
With what? The missile.
The
missile. This is what's coming for you. This is what's coming for you. So we staying on timing.
Nuclear.
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 Sacre bleu.
Come on.
You done?
Yes, sir. I want to make a point. Back in verse 6, what you see in verse 6, that's what we read about with the gold that they have. They'll buy it from Africa for $2, but sell it to another nation for like 5 times, 100 times more. What you see here is an unjust balance with the money.
Yeah, because you know what? The money ain't worth nothing.
Right.
You have all the resources behind you. You're supposed to have all the resources behind. Like your money's supposed to be backed by gold.
Right.
Yeah. But your money is worth crap. It's absolutely nothing.
Imaginary.
Hey, if I can, real quick. The last verse you read was verse 14, right? That's the judgment, right? Go to Revelation 18, 20, read 24, then jump to 20.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 24. And in her was found
her is Babylon the Great. That's including France, because the prophets are not going to be just in America or just in Babylon the Great. They're going to be teaching this word all over the earth. Go ahead.
And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth.
So remember now, in Revelation 6, it said that blood is crying out, right? How long before judgment comes, right? In verse, what was that, verse 9? Yeah. Revelation 6.
6 and 9, yes.
Yeah, right? So now, judgment came. Verse 20. Let's see what the Lord says about this now.
Verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets.
The Lord said, rejoice. When that judgment comes on France, brothers and sisters, the Lord didn't say, hey, just keep quiet and just go on about. No, he said, rejoice. Right. Come on.
For God hath avenged you on her.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Missiles. The missiles are coming.
Hey, Cap, you know what? Let me get 2nd Ezra 15 just to follow up with both.
Oh, you want some of that too?
Oh, I want some. Everybody got some. I got to get something. I got to get something. 2nd Ezra 15, start at verse 5.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5.
Now, let's go right along. We just read Revelation 6 as well as what Cap just read.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Read on.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
The what?
Their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Esau, you got a lot to play. France, Canada, America, all you Idumean. What's that Irish place?
Ireland.
Ireland.
All y'all got
Irish
to,
place.
all y'all got to pay. The Lord said, what the iniquities are fulfilled. Read on.
Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more.
God said what?
I will hold my tongue no more.
Just because we have 60 people in France, only 60.
Right.
And we made an effect in the entire country to being dissolved. That's some evil stuff. And only 60 people now. And that's how much effort and how much threats we putting towards the people over there.
Officer, I'm sorry. I want you to think about something. It's 60 altogether. That's men, women, and children, right?
And that means there's only 3 or 4.
There's like 3 or 4 officers
damage.
and ranks men or whatever. That shows how important you brothers and sisters are.
Right.
I want y'all to think about that. You on the radar, and it's only a couple of y'all.
Right.
You understand? So stop selling yourself short, like you're irrelevant or you don't have a place in this body. You got a place. France know you got a place in this body.
Right.
Go ahead, Cap.
Yes. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more.
Let's say he's not going to hold back no more. Read.
As touching their wickedness.
Because their wickedness, like he said, their works are fulfilled in verse 6. Read on.
Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
How they exercise? They pass laws and say we're dissolved because we're teaching the Bible. Meanwhile, Jehovah's Witnesses are teaching the same thing we teaching. That's what makes them profane and commit wickedness. Read on.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
Now, as I said, it goes back to Revelation 6, where Officer Nehemiah poured. Since from time Abel until now, what it says, read it again.
The innocent, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
So those souls in them chambers, the Lord say they still alive. They're crying unto the Lord for the wickedness and being killed. Wrongful death, imprisonment, all this thing that Esau doing. Read on.
And the souls of the just complain continually.
Those who died in Christ continually complain continually. So they still got to pay for since Abel. You understand that? That's a lot. Because remember, Esau has not paid for nothing. since the time of Genesis.
He's a fugitive.
Fugitive and a vagabond.
That evil fulfilled. They done been doing a whole lot of it. That's why he said he got to do it on all Idumea.
Right.
Not just one.
Last verse. Jump to verse 11.
Hold on, you got
verse 9. Read down. I don't even want to hold the mic too long, but go ahead. Read verse 9 and 11. I'm going to close it out there.
Verse 9. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
He will what?
I will surely avenge them.
Those souls that's complaining in the chambers, he said, God said, I'm going to surely avenge them. And the future souls that might suffer death, like us today on this earth. Read on.
And receive unto me all the innocent blood.
He said some of them.
All the innocent blood from among them.
The Lord say every last one is so. Remember, the Lord said, if you touch Israel, it's like touching the apple of my eye.
Right.
Every last one of them, even the hair on their head, the Lord say He's going to pay y'all back for that thing. Read on.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
That's why the prophets on the streets to go ahead and wake up the 12 tribes, so that way we won't be caught up in the snares of the devil. Politics, Thanksgiving, religion. Those are the snares that the French and America and all the Idumeans set before us. Lord said what? Read it again, verse 10.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
So the prophets are setting it straight to let them not, so we won't get caught up in those snares. Okay, read on.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Now remember, Ezra was during the time of Persia. So this is not talking about ancient Egypt.
Right.
This is talking about America.
Right.
Future Babylon the Great.
Tell a Christian that.
Right. Read on.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
And do what?
And smite Egypt with plagues.
America with plagues, read.
As before. And will destroy all the land thereof.
Hallelujah.
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 That's right.
Hey, play that the thing you had before. Boy.
Hey, what number?
That Nehemiah one.
Yeah, what the number Nehemiah called? What number was that?
23.
Play number 23.
If you don't like France, zoom in.
Yeah, right
it
there.
is.
Play that.
Zoom in if you got something to say about France. Poulez-vous.
We will not allow Sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep Sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished.
This is Professor Dr. Howard Nicholas, a Sri Lankan economist and social scientist. In the year 2015, Dr. Nicholas gave a presentation at the International Institute of Social Studies, ISS, of Erasmus University of Rotterdam, where he is also a senior lecturer in economics. Here, he is explaining why and how the Western Europeans do everything in their power to impoverish Africa and forever keep them poor. Starting with the why. The main reason why majority of developing countries and Africa, specifically the Sub-Saharan Africa region, have always been a target for the West condemnation is for the raw material production. In his words,
also, they already know that's where most of the Israelites is. Don't I'm telling you, don't sleep on Esau, man. Go ahead.
Dr. Howard says the Sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the global prosperity of advanced countries, therefore has to be kept
Hold on,
poor.
stop. Can you go back to that quote real quick? Because Esau has a forked tongue.
Yes.
It says the sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the global prosperity of advanced countries.
That's the West.
Therefore has to be kept poor. Wow. But if you were advanced, you wouldn't need Africa.
You wouldn't need the poor country.
You wouldn't need a poor country and to keep it. And it's not poor if you're taken from it.
Right. Yeah, it's not poor.
Right.
So it therefore has to be kept robbed. Therefore has to be kept held hostage. Say it properly.
Right. They play with language.
Right. Because you read it and you in your mind, because we think in pictures. We think of the West, or we think of France or UK as, oh, those are advanced countries. They're up and coming. They're civilized.
How'd they get it? How'd they get civilized and advanced?
The poor countries, which has all the gold and the diamonds and the resources.
That got all the riches.
Right. The riches.
Right.
Okay, cool. I just had to, all right.
Go ahead.
Global prosperity of advanced countries, therefore has to be kept poor.
Africa, historically, Sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the global prosperity of the advanced countries. Okay? And Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow Sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else.
Can we stop for real quick? I want y'all to think about something. So the Berlin Conference was the late 1800s, right? Where they split up Africa and they began colonizing Africa and taking resource exploitation whatsoever, right? Now, what he just said, this is a forum, right? When they have these economic forums, do you think this is the first time he's ever said that?
No,
or do you think it's the first, no president ever knew what he just said? Brothers and sisters, they all know it. Yep. And you continue voting for them in the system like the system is going to work for you.
Nope.
But they all know what they're doing. They won't say it out loud, but they'll say it in these forums and these meetings amongst each other. You understand? That's what they do. Go ahead.
You know what's proof of what you're saying? The fact that we can hear them say it, or we could hear them say something so openly, like they would try to assassinate Traoré 16 times, and we just glance
glance over it and go back to doing what we're doing.
They literally just said, yeah, the West has tried to, and nobody said.
You don't see nothing. Where are the Christians at?
You don't see nothing wrong with that.
Christians, zoom in.
Where's the apologetics that have such a problem with us, speaking out about the atrocities of our people? Well, isn't murder wrong? Assassination wrong?
Thou shalt not kill, right?
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Isn't that wrong? How come you don't have anything to say about any of what was being said just now? Now, he said a word. He said, Africa must be kept impoverished. And I was like, what does that word mean? Can we, you got the definition? Can you read that?
Impoverish. Make a person or area poor.
Oh, okay. So from external forces, they are made poor. They're making them poor. What's the next definition?
Exhaust the strength or vitality of.
Vitality, the energy, the life force of.
Raw resources.
So, the raw materials. So he's openly saying we must extract the life force from Africa, the resources from Africa, but they use a word like impoverish.
Right.
So they break the backs of the country.
And once again, it's the language.
It's the language.
So what he said, must remain poor, know that means that they have the ability and the resources to not be poor.
Right.
But what's so crazy about that is when you look at, I'm going to use Saudi Arabia. When you look at the Arab, they treat the Arab different.
Right.
When you look at Qatar, this place is very rich in oil. These places, America or France don't go there and do whatever the hell they want and say, no, I want you oil, I want this. They don't do that. It's the African countries that do that too. Saudi Arabia make billions of dollars a year. Right. And a lot of it's coming from America. Qatar is one of, even if you Google Qatar right now, the average person make $100-something thousand a year. The average person, the per, how do you call it, the per capita? How do you call it? Per capita. It's very high. Why? Because of the oil. So the only place they want to keep poor like that is Africa. Because why? Because they're black. That's what it is. Hey, how long is that video?
17
minutes. Come on.
Well, they said it's too hard to pick out the Israelites out of the mix, so we just got to keep it all poor. We can't.
And why does you got up there about Ibrahim Traoré? Nothing else? Hey, find me that video about the general accused Ibrahim Traoré of
Michael Langley.
Oh, the one from America.
Michael Langley accused him of taking the
and a picture of him.
Yeah, a picture of him. In the meantime, what else you got up there?
We got the principal.
Zoom in, y'all.
Do we want to go to the
number
principal?
10, maybe?
What number 10?
Naomi Osaka.
Oh yeah, since we talking, go to number 10.
It's F France all day.
F France all year till destruction come. F France.
There's a video.
That's it?
Dang, wake up.
Give me the other one. That's another one. Yes, read that.
Since we're trying to repossess things, can Haiti get their money back? French lawmaker calls for U.S. to return Statue of Liberty, saying America no longer represents its founding values.
Yeah, that's right.
Got nerve.
Hey, what else you got? I saw another one. She said something. Oh,
she went on a whole run like a couple of weeks ago.
Go ahead.
Historical context. In 1804, Haiti became the first independent black republic after a victorious struggle against France. However, in 1825, under the threat of military intervention, France imposed an indemnity of 150 million gold francs on Haiti to compensate former colonists.
Imagine you paying your slave master because you no longer a slave. You cannot make this shit up. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
you can't have slaves. There goes some more money.
Number one, a massive economic burden. The amount was 6 times Haiti's annual budget. To pay it, Haiti had to borrow from French banks.
So wait. Why? I gotta pay you for my freedom. For me to pay you, I gotta borrow money from you.
That's loan sharking, ain't it?
That's something.
That's some loan sharking.
Listen, man. Esau is the devil. These people are.
Destruction.
I gotta ask a African American question right quick. I'm sorry. How come they didn't just say no? And I'm serious.
Yeah.
How come they didn't just say like
because of the threat of
military?
Military
Right.
threat.
Okay.
Yes.
Deuteronomy 28:43.
Because by that time, all the men revolutionaries they already died. They killed. Like for example, Dessalines, they kill him. I think the second guy that was with him, they also killed him. One of them got sent to France and died in prison. At that time, that's why they come back and saying that.
So it was extortion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead.
After the revolutionaries were killed.
Right. Revolutionary was killed. Go ahead.
The amount was 6 times Haiti's annual budget. To pay it, Haiti had to borrow from French banks, plunging the country into a cycle of over-indebtedness. The CIC bank profited significantly and even co-financed the Eiffel Tower. Consequence: over a century of payments at the expense of Haiti's economic and social development.
By the way, that's my opinion. Nobody else's opinion. That's mine. I think Haiti needed a second revolution.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
So, Cap asked a good question. He asked, why didn't they just say no, right? When you read the book called The Economic Hitman, and back to the video with that white man, he said we must keep Africa poor. The way that they keep them poor is by putting in these coon presidents that will agree with whatever the French say, whatever America says. And if they disagree, like how we see this president doing, they do what? They want to assassinate him. Right. That's how they can keep Africa poor, by sending the jackals. They say, okay, you don't want to agree? Right. You're dead, unalive.
Yeah.
For better words.
Right. Those jackals are the hitmen.
Right.
The CIAs.
And then they put the puppets, the puppet government, the puppet officials in that, like he said, that they're only put in to go along with the agenda of.
So usually that president or that puppet he'll be well off. Him and his family will be taken care of. And then after he's done, he'll put his money in the French bank. And then when he's done, he'll leave the country and go live in Sweden or some garbage like that.
Because he can't live around them people no more.
He's done.
He's like, nah, you can't come around here.
All right, what else you got?
Oh, we got the Ibrahim Traore thing. You said
you found the Ibrahim Traore thing?
Yeah, I sent it over.
You got it, right?
You got it? Put that up. Yep, that coon right here.
And this is
Langley. You guys realize Esau is so demonic. Every time they want to unalive a black leader, they send a black man.
Yeah.
You remember that thing in the UN? It was a black woman.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
They
They
sent
the black
hand.
woman to raise her big black gorilla fat fingers and say no ceasefire, no ceasefire.
We veto.
Right. Play the video.
On the Colin Powell side of the game.
You got it?
General Michael Langley.
The other two competitors are just trying to replicate what we do best.
I can imagine a situation, though, in which the ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side that in order to the benefit of the strongman leader and not to the populace of the country.
Stop.
Does that
Stop. I'm sick and tired of this place, man. Listen, man, I'm so sick and tired of these white people. They're so demonic.
Right.
Listen, there is no proof. There is in history, when you look at history, there is no proof in history where the white man ever helped anybody.
Right.
Nobody. And I'm sick of these black puppets. These black leaders, a bunch of puppets, sitting there and let these white men come and do whatever the F they want to their people. These guys sit there, want you to believe we all about the people. We want democracy. It's all bullshit. I'm telling you, listen, man, your guys, none of you see listen, I'm so glad I'm in this shoot, bro.
That's right.
It's
Shit like
Absolutely.
that pissing me off, man.
Absolutely.
It's only one way to describe them. In
People
the
so
street, we would call them,
demonic,
they
man.
some hoes. Them niggas is some hoes. They let them white boys do whatever they want to them. Them some hoes. Like
why not just mind your business? Just
Cap.
mind your damn business,
yeah,
man.
because they some hoes.
It's his highest honor to betray his people.
Hey, and the funny part is the Idumean would never trust him because he like you a hoe.
You a traitor.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you is
Hoe-earning.
off top. That's what the Idumean call him when you a hoe ass nigga.
I appreciate your time, Hoe-earning.
Hey, go ahead.
Don't put your little khakis on.
Go ahead.
corruption and bribery go on with regard to the
Stop.
Belton Road?
Corruption and bribery. You got nerve.
Listen, man. Listen. Listen. America is the biggest co-op country in the planet Earth.
Right.
You're right. The biggest.
Stay taking bribes.
The biggest co-op. The white men want you to believe there's no corruption in America. It's so democracy.
Right.
Did you guys realize Donald Trump, what he's doing right now? Anybody who talk about Amalek, they're violating their right.
Right.
The Constitution gives you the right to the right of religion, the right of freedom of speech.
Right.
Donald Trump is taking that away because why? Because the so-called Jews, the white man is giving them millions of dollars to violate, to break the law. Nobody see nothing wrong with this. That's the biggest co-op country in the world. You know what? America. You know what they call another name for co-op. You know what this is called in America? It's called lobbyists. The word lobbyist is another word for corruption. They go to these countries talking about, oh, we want democracy, human right. There is no human right in America.
Right.
How the hell there's no human right? You're going to come in my country teach me human right. You're going to teach me democracy. You're going to teach me corruption. You're the biggest co-op country in the world. America is the biggest terrorist in the world.
Right.
But you want to come into my country, call me a terrorist? When you are the biggest terrorist in the world? Come on, man, stop. When I tell you, these people make me sick.
Right.
And I know if you make me sick, you make God sick to his stomach.
That's right. Right.
I cannot wait for Christ to take this demon down. Poor boy. I just pray most like God that he give me a chance to see it, man.
Yes, sir.
Right.
These people listen, man, if you don't have a problem, go ahead.
Yeah.
Play
Captain.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Play the video.
To the Belton Road.
Absolutely, Chairman. I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Tory and Burkina Faso, as they...
Nigga, please.
Look at this.
Out of everybody.
Out of everybody.
Nigga, please.
Right. That's why
You got some nerve.
So this is a play. Because remember, this is what they did with Saddam Hussein.
No, they used Colin Powell to say the same thing.
And used Colin Powell, another black man, to do the same thing. Yeah, he's got weapons of mass destruction.
Nigga held some cocaine
blah, 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 blah.
The same thing. Yes. Yeah,
He
I'm
did
glad
the
you said
same
Colin Powell.
thing, yes.
Same thing with Saddam Hussein.
Right.
Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Who else?
Obama was part of. They used Obama for Gaddafi,
Yep.
right?
They did it appeal.
They tried to do that Venezuela.
Oh, Chavez.
Chavez.
Yes.
Didn't they use Obama for Gaddafi though?
Yes.
Obama was in power.
Yes,
They
they
used Obama.
They
for-
use a nigga for another nigga.
Yes.
But they let Colin Powell hold up some cocaine on TV and say he got weapons of mass destruction and he killing people.
There you go.
There you go right there.
That's exactly how you did this.
Bro, I remembered it, bro. I said
like 2003.
He like, this nigga got mass destructions.
Yeah.
Meet me in the back.
That's exactly how he was.
We gotta
holding
test it.
Bro, they put this nigga right here, and he know he was lying.
And here's the thing too. These niggas are so detached from their own people, man.
Yeah.
They really think they're Edomites. They think they're white, and white man loves them, man.
MK Ultra going on over there.
But at Capital Tech, when you in that military, you can see that. You can really see that.
They're fully invested.
They are invested.
Yes.
Like
real
the
talk,
ones who done been in there 10 plus years, you could look at them, you be like,
I
oh,
think
you
it's
weird,
a
nigga.
spirit because remember, I think Deco, somebody said that we in the past. They said once you come to that president's seat, it's a spirit that come with
It's a
it.
spirit that's
when
come
them Jakes put that suit on and they get in their office,
100%.
Spirit get on.
100%.
It don't take 10 years.
I was 4 years. I was like, because you know, you start, when I was there, you know what I'm saying, you start gravitating to where you see the niggas at. You be like, I'm going to where the niggas at. It's a lot of white people, especially in the
you was in Air Force.
I was in the Air Force.
Navy had mad niggas.
It was like 6 of us. It was like 6 of us, and we all would just hang out together at, bro, they bust us up, right? Like, nah, they put us
on
all
the France tip. They
dissolved
that
shit.
Oh, y'all little thing got dissolved.
If it's 2 of y'all together, it's too much.
They dissolved us.
They
So
say
you
y'all
start going and talking to the older black men, and then you realize the older black men some hoes. Because the first thing they tell you, man, just put your head down and do what you got. I be like,
Fully
you
submission.
a hoe.
You hear that at the regular job.
You're like, you a hoe. You gonna let this man just do me this?
He been conquered.
Yeah, he been
dominated.
You been humbled.
He got conquered.
But they really like that, and then you'll see them.
Damn.
They start taking on Esau mannerism. They start chewing
tobacco.
tobacco in their mouth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I be like, bro, why y'all?
They fully invested.
Bro, I knew one. He would not hang with us, but he would go mud hogging with the white boys everywhere. I be like, bro, what's wrong with you?
Hey, somebody in the comments said they fall in love.
Bro,
That's what it is.
Do y'all remember when Colin Powell died? They didn't. It was like a blip. Nobody.
No.
Nobody gave it.
No,
I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
I didn't say
They
don't
kicked
use
that
the word
nigga
die. Say unalive. Don't use the
Yeah.
word
Oh
die.
snap!
They
When
unalive.
when he was unalive, they barely mentioned it on the news. When
I
he
was
passed
today
away.
years old.
Because they're the one who went alive him.
It was
Yeah.
the cocaine. Surely it was the cocaine.
They're the one who went alive him. Why would they mention that in the news?
He was like, this right here?
Damn.
Hey,
Yeah, you hate your own
This
people.
nigga got
I
that.
tell you, man.
Wow.
What did you got up there?
We had to laugh. That
You guys take a
Break it,
break?
break.
Great.
Play one more video before we take a break. White
Oh,
Kid.
play the one I sent you.
Ain't no
officer.
break.
This is the direct response to what we just watched with Michael Langley, with Ibrahim
Oh,
Traore.
I'm sorry. We didn't even talk about that. You know what's so crazy? The white men know some of our people are so stupid. I mean, I hate to say it. Some of our people are stupid. The white men don't have to show no proof. All they got to do is make an accusation.
Just throw it out there. Right.
And our people just believe it. That's our people. That's how we are. And I always tell Bishop, don't be surprised when it's time for him to come after us, which is they already start. They're going to make accusation. Black people, you don't have to prove anything. As soon as you say it, it's true. That's how stupid we are. I can give you mad examples for the past years. The same. Remember what they did to Cosby? It doesn't matter. It's true. They do the same thing with what? Who else? Any leaders. P. Diddy. It doesn't matter. It's true. Now they got Sherman Sharp. It doesn't matter. It's true. Right. That's how stupid we are. The white men understand that the mind of black people is very fucked up.
And they did it.
Yeah.
And they did it, yeah.
They did it. Yes, that's what they do. Now, these men come with accusation with no proof. And the proof is, this man, Ibrahim Traore, been in power for 2 years. He did more for his country than a leader that been in power for 30 years. Right. And they know that. They say, wait a minute, this guy's a threat.
And we can't exploit them.
Yes, let's start making accusation in the media, because that's what there is the media to kill Gaddafi.
Yes.
There's the media to kill Saddam Hussein. There's the media to kill Chavez. There's the media just to kill anybody who disagree with them. There's the media to kill them.
It was one recently where they sent in the rebels, because that's how it goes. They demonize
That's what they do. They demonize you. Yes, that's what
send
they
in
do.
the rebels.
Send the rebels to kill you, and then the African. Listen, all praise to social media. Hey, before we go to break, give me that scripture in 1 Thessalonians. Most High God is going to reveal this white man. Give me that. This is what you're seeing right now going on. Because the African countries, some of them, with Abraham Troy, what he's doing, some of them start seeing the white man for what the white man really is.
Second Thessalonians.
Yep, give me that.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
I think you want verse 8.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
What you see right now is the wicked being revealed. With Amalek, the so-called Jews, killing the Palestinian, killing over 30,000 children, and nobody say nothing. Everybody stay quiet. The minute you say something, you anti this, you anti that. Oh, you're not supposed to say nothing. Let me just kill them. Don't say nothing. You're supposed to be quiet. Don't say nothing. If you say something, I'm gonna take your master degree away.
Right.
If you say something, I'm gonna deport you. I'm gonna fire you from your job. These people is the most demonic people, boy. Yeah. And I cannot wait for Mosiah to get rid of them.
Damn right.
No, not us. Christ is going to get rid of them.
That's right.
Yes, Christ is going to get rid of them. Christ is going to get rid of you. I cannot wait for Christ to get rid of you.
Can I get one script, please,
go ahead.
before break?
Do him something, Jesus.
Let me get John 11:48 to see what we witnessed with this nigga coon, whatever his name is.
Ho-ass
nigga.
Because
Han.
Out of all the countries in Africa, he points it out, Captain Ibrahim, for a reason, because he's actually making a change in Africa. In that short span of time he's been there, he's the only one that's going against what the Idumeans' scheme of keeping Africa poor.
Western influence.
Read.
John chapter 11 and verse 48. Let's go. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
So I want to use this in this sense for Africa. If one president of a country can do this, he's going to have influence on the rest of the country.
Yes.
This is why it's so important for them to say, he's doing this, he's doing that. They want to paint a bad image of this man and take him out that way. Okay, if he do it, no one else can do it. So we got to take him out. That's why they put this coon up against him for a reason, because he looked like him. So all right.
It can't be racist because he looked like him.
It can't be racist because he said it. Read.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
That's it.
That's what they scared of. Right. You know, that's what niggas really scared of. They ain't even scared of dying. They scared of being broke and not accepted by the white man.
Yep. Hey, brothers and sisters, stay tuned. We're going to take how long? We're going to take a 7-minute break. We'll be right back.
Colin Powell's Benji.
Damn.
Whoa.
Angela Willis here, licensed agent for over 20 years. If you have loved ones that depend on your income, you need life insurance. I know you got life insurance on your job, but have you ever read the job policy? There's only two kinds of life insurance, cash value and term life. I can also help with emergency funds, budgeting, mortgages, 401k, rollovers, and more. Call me at 229-443-3203 and look below to see if I'm licensed in your state.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in.
Where's hot?
Lost sheep!
Lost sheep.
I'm the one being simple-minded. Get it!
The end goal is for us to be united as a nation. Come together, not as a community, but as a nation. We are more than a community. We are a nation. We are a kingdom of people, a nation in exile. We are a nation within a nation. We must come together, and that's the prophecy. Matthew 15:24, Acts 5:29-30, Revelation chapter 7, Revelation chapter 14. We must gather ourselves together. Zephaniah 2:1, Ephesians 4:3. It's about the unity of the nation of Israel. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence. Who was suffering violence during the time of John the Baptist? The Israelites. The Israelites. So who is the kingdom of heaven making reference to? The Israelites. We're the kingdom of heaven.
With the growth that we had in these past 20 years, you'd think it was year 100.
It's our first time at a national Passover coming from Japan.
It's a beautiful thing. You see our people gathering together in unity.
And I think the 20th anniversary also has to be amped up.
Starting next year, I want captains sent out to celebrate Passover in the various countries where we have established schools.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be here. We in Dallas. We're here at the Passover 2023.
To me, he is the general in God's army in this time.
Did you see Bishop Nathaniel come in his entrance, man?
This man has been a father to me. He's been a brother to me.
This man is charged in the battle to rebuild his nation. He is the tip of the spear on the earth right now.
See, he never took his hands off the reins. This man looked death in the eyes and never lost hope in the one true God of the nation of Israel.
World acting by the
threads of chaos and despair, the Almighty has spoken. He calls his chosen, those who bear his divine might, his saviors. A blinding burst of golden light engulfs the celestial warriors. They are transformed into celestial avatars of power and grace, their armor shimmering with celestial energy. Gifted with unimaginable strength, wisdom, and courage, they descend from the heavens to earth to protect, to inspire, as they prepare to go all in.
Shalom. We back.
Radio.
We said 7 minutes. And that's what we missed. The missiles.
At French
the
fries.
missiles are coming.
Guess who's back?
Nuclear.
How that song go?
Back
Guess who's
again.
back?
Nuclear. Shady's back.
Again.
Tell a friend.
Yes, we back. Hey. Before we go to break, we was talking about Abraham Traore, right? How they tried to unalive this man for it. Now it must be at least 20 times now.
Right.
Every week there's a threat in his life. The last threat in his life was actually organized by the president of Ivory Coast, that Cone. Like I said, Esau always used a nigger to do his dirty work. Listen, man, I pray one day. I don't know if that's ever going to happen in my lifetime. I pray one day the people in the country of Africa rise up and throw all these coon out.
That's right.
Every single coon got to go. Start with Nigeria.
That's right.
Yes, that coon right there got to go. Then move to the Ivory Coast. Everyone that submit to the white man got to go, especially the French. And I pray one day, every single French that's in the country of Africa, they kick them out. I don't care if it's a citizen, military, kick them out.
Revoke the citizenship.
Yes, revoke the citizenship, kick them out. Friends have no business in Africa.
Right.
Then demonic. I hope one day that happen. That's my prayer.
I'd love to see it.
Yes, I would love to see it. Kick everybody out. Hey, remember what Dessalines did? Some of you don't know who Dessalines is, huh?
Don't know.
Dessalines is the revolution in Haiti.
Oh, okay.
He's actually the one who started the overthrow. He overthrew the French. Yes, that's my man right there. Jean-Jacques Dessalines. I pray one day the people in the country of Africa do the same thing Dessalines did.
Right.
Kick every French out. Well, he didn't kick them out. He did something bigger, but I don't want to say it.
Can you go back to that image, please?
He kicked something else.
More than kicked him.
It says he was what? Assassinated. This shows you as soon as they see a black man that's an Israelite want to stand up for his people against oppression, against the French, whoever it is, the British, they don't have the same outcome. And this is what they want to do to our men and women in France today. That's going against the dissolution and the defamation of IUIC in France.
Right.
Hell with France.
They did that to Thomas, assassinated
France.
Thomas Sankara.
Yeah,
Right.
Sankara.
Thomas Sankara.
Everybody.
And that's and Sankara. What's the name is basically Ibrahim Traore is basically the forerunner of Sankara.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I think it might be maybe it might be Sankara coming back.
Yeah.
He might be him in the spirit, huh?
Well, what I was going to say was Sankara was assassinated. He was assassinated by his best friend.
Yes.
They used his best friend, gave his best friend, listen to me good, $500. $500. The nigga killed his best friend for $500 US.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What kind of hoe ass nigga you got?
You a hoe ass.
When you take a look at it, right, as we read in what was it, Revelation chapter 6, right, and you can see the unjust balance in money. So us here in America, we This thing like $500, that's nothing. But in Africa,
Oh,
$500 to them, that's like a lifetime
That
of money
could pay
right
your
there.
rent for the whole year.
Right. So that's all it.
back
That's all it
then.
takes for our people in Africa. It was the same way in Kenya too.
Yeah, man. You know what's so crazy? This I'm telling you, we got black people got small mind. We don't look at the future.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because, for example, Niger, the French government offered the second guy under the general, $100 million to kill him. He said, no, I'm not going to betray them. Now, $100 million, think about it. The thing Niger have, the resource they have, the man you offer $100 million can make $100 million in one day with the resource he got in his country.
Exactly.
Why would I betray my best friend for $100 million when I got $100 million in my country?
That ain't gonna work.
I can make $100 million in one day if I wanted to.
Because the nigga just scared a white man. Period.
But it's all come down to you people. This is why I said yesterday in my class. We as Israelites have to learn how to put each other first. That's the problem we have. We have to put in our mind, no matter what, my brothers and my sisters are first.
That's right.
The white men put them. When you hear Donald Trump said, "Make America great again," what do you think he's saying?
He ain't talking about niggas.
You think he talk about you? No, he's telling you make white people great again. That's what he's saying. Just in case for some of you got small mind. You're so stupid you don't know what he's saying.
Damn.
That's what he's saying. When he say America first, he's telling you the white men first. That's what he's saying. What the hell you think he's saying? Learn how to put you people first. Listen, people will call you racist. People will call you a cult. People will call you everything. Hell with them. So why you let people word affected you?
Right.
No. You people first. Always put you people first. That's what it is. Put you people
You're
first.
racist.
Love you people first. Hell with everybody else.
Right.
Everybody else is doing it.
Hey, and they're never called racist for it.
They never call racist. The Chinese never call racist for put China first. The white men never call racist for put the white men first. Donald Trump said make the white men great again. Nobody says racist.
Right. Hey, the Chinese deacon is on American soil. Will not hire nobody but Chinese.
But Chinese. Nobody accuse them of
nobody
racist.
call them racist.
You cannot even go to Chinatown, open a black restaurant.
I got.
But nobody say nothing with it. But the Chinese can come in our neighborhood, open a pork fried rice crap.
Right.
You seen? So have come in here. Have you rolled past the Elam Temple?
Yes, I did.
Have you seen the apartment complex that they building next to the Elam Temple?
Yep.
Elam built. It's called Shiva Circle. It's called Temple Townhouses, Temple Row Houses. Is anybody calling them racist for building a whole own community right there next to all of the? But guess what? The niggas next to them staying in extended stays. It's 3 extended stay hotels where all the black people staying at. And they're building their whole own community across the street with row houses and like apartment complex. Who calling them racist for doing that? Nobody has nothing to say, but as soon as you say, I love black people, he in a cult.
Right.
You teaching racial idolatry.
And only they people could stay in those apartment complexes.
Yeah,
Ain't no
only
blacks
that.
going in there.
You're not going to live there. They said,
there.
I know the guy. That's how I knew it was their apartments, because I was like, dang, they building some apartments. He said, no, my community, this for the.
His head was bobbing like,
What
like
he said?
this.
My community.
He went like this.
I said, how y'all get all the money to raise that community? He said, every day we just, the people, they donation every day.
He's very good at
It's
this
for our
place.
people. They come, they don't live, they live here. They live here.
Right.
You want to eat, you come every day. 3 meals per day, you come to my
live here.
table, you
Right.
can eat
Here.
every
Man.
day. I said, boy, ain't no damn goop scoop and that shit. But the thought is, they sit right there and they take care of their own people. And nobody says nothing. But
About
the minute
racism,
we
yeah.
decide to take care of our people, we want to gather together as a nation. Not,
Right. Hey, we saw videos last week of Edomites mad that we even had a fundraiser.
Damn.
Really? And a land blitz.
Can't do nothing together.
But wait, hold on. We had slander that we looked for sympathy because brothers got stoned in Kenya, and we're gonna monopolize that and take advantage of what happened and start a fund.
Right.
They ain't said that when the little white boy in Wisconsin, they put a GoFundMe for him shooting a nigga.
Right.
Listen, You know how many movies Esau have about slavery? They show you the black man been hanged. They show you the black man get beat to death.
Right.
Nobody says racist.
Right.
Nope.
As soon we have a music video
that's biblical.
That's biblical. All of a sudden now we inciting violence. We racist. We a cult.
Right.
I'm telling you, the game they're playing with y'all, and a lot of you so stupid you fall for it.
Because you don't know the Bible.
Because you don't know the Bible.
That's the point right there. Because Esau know he's lying.
Yep.
He just know how simple.
He know
people
you don't know.
Right.
You don't
That's
know
the
he
point.
lying.
You don't know he's lying.
But it be the cool, and how would I expect that from him. I don't even, you see it from him, you be like, I mean, it's Idumi.
It's Idumi.
That's what they do. Right. But when your own people jump right in on the bandwagon, right along with it, you be like, nigga, what is wrong with you?
They like, this is blasphemous beyond understanding. It's like, well, how? We're depicting biblical history that you don't know about because you ain't taught. They're so mad about it was being an Idumean, which he was.
The boots.
In the boots. Oh, they're mad classic. Because it was good.
Yeah. Right.
If it was bad, they'd be like, look what these niggas trying to do.
It's like, this is better than Tubi.
It was an accurate depiction of what the Bible was actually saying. That's what the visual was all about.
And it was fire.
And it was fire.
Yeah, you're right. If it was some whack stuff, they wouldn't really give it.
Right.
They'd be like, but it was professional.
Right.
You know what I mean? We had different people in there. It was fire.
And they mad that the Land Blitz was a success.
Yeah. And you know what else? They don't know what success means because all he said was we reached our goal.
Yeah.
What the fuck is goal? What did they do?
Cap was reading them numbers. Cap was reading them numbers. They said it's 5,000, here's 1,000, here's 200, here's 300. Even he would rate. They like, them niggas got money.
Hey, you know Vocab done went through and then counted all the numbers up. Like,
he asked ChatGPT, so if they're at 75%.
I told my Lord I wish we could have a Land Blitz every month.
Yes, that would be dope.
Stay tuned, Israel.
Stay tuned. That might happen.
That would be dope.
The energy.
You know what's crazy though?
We had a great time.
I drove by
that. That was really fun.
I drove by that Elam apartment complex and I actually got footage of the swimming pool that they have.
Like it was like
well,
they're gonna be sacrificing something to the.
Hey, officer, Ira, pull up the swimming pool. I sent him the footage of it.
Yo! Oh yeah. Yo! Elon, you nasty.
Yeah, this right off Jonesboro. This right off Highway 85.
So they got no chlorine.
Yeah, go ahead, play. Yeah,
disgusting.
I was expecting a pool.
And I can almost guarantee you there's shit in that water.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. There's another video that I have. They said that they tested the water. They said the average amount is like maybe like 250
parts per million,
whatever, of fecal matter. They said it was 14 million.
Ooh,
14 million. So if the average is like 250, theirs is 14 million. So they said there's zero oxygen in that water. Like there's no H2O. It's just H2 bullshit.
Wow. H2 shit.
H2 shit.
It's D-O-O.
Yeah, D-O-O.
Do.
Double doo-doo.
Double D-O.
And they go in the water and that's the swimming pool by the temple he was talking about.
Yo, Elon, man, you nasty, bro.
That water is 2D04.
Man, they are disgusting.
Like the Boston River.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
Hey, back to the Land Blitz.
2 do's and 4 oohs.
Back to the Land Blitz. I just want to say
once a month.
That was better than the first concert we did.
Yeah.
Because remember, I think it was 2019. We did the concert in downtown Atlanta, which was monumental. It was because remember that was fire too. That was like that was a Monday night, I think it was. Everybody came down. We New York came down. Everybody came down from all over the place. But at this one here was there was a goal set.
Yeah,
right. And it was for a purpose.
And we achieved it.
And we achieved it in 12 hours.
Right. Yep.
We didn't even last to the night before we achieved our goal.
We was at 47%.
The night before.
What your building fund at your little church doing?
I want to ask a question. Who decorated this? Who decorated the school?
Yeah, we did.
The regular decorating team.
Officer Sham actually was Officer
Shamgar.
Hey, Deke. So
and Nuriel.
I asked Captain Jerry when we was in Africa. I said, "Yo, the Land Blitz, the next, you know what I'm saying, it's coming up." I'm like, "Man, I can't wait to just pull up." He was like, "I think you agree." He was like, "No, I asked you." I was like, So who's doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't had no meetings about it. He's like, no, that's REP.
Yeah.
I said, for sure.
Nope.
As soon as we touched that, I get a call from Officer Carmella. I say, yeah, so we got the land blick going on. I said, but REP. But nah, ATL. So if you had a good time, all praise to the Most High. Shout out to us.
Yes. I walk up in here. The place look totally different.
The school, it didn't feel like the school.
It didn't.
No,
it didn't.
You know, majority of people didn't know it was in the school.
Yeah, somebody told me that their parents was watching and they're like, where were y'all? And she told them we was at the school. No, y'all wasn't.
Right.
Yes, we was. Yes, we was.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody
the
that
decorating
came.
team, yeah, your eye.
All praise.
ATL decorating team.
D, when I tell you,
You're a beast,
y'all,
man.
Cap OC, Stress Officer Shamgar. Hey, that man was. Hey, but he held his own and he sought counsel. He sought counsel, and if something came up and we were like, hey, we need to change this, he was like, all right, He didn't have that mind. Man. Oh, I got to, he was like, okay, if that's what we need to do, let's do it.
Shout out to Officer Shamgar and your team, man.
Your
guys are
beast.
Your guys are beats.
And Mela was in the trenches with him. He was in the trenches.
Hey, I woke up in here. I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell did this? I didn't know it was going to look like that. I'm like, yo.
I like the color to that.
This look
black.
different.
Yeah, it was.
Yo, they got to do the hell of a job. You guys did a hell of a job.
Great job.
Good job. I look at the bar. I'm like,
Sis was
serving
drinks.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Sister.
Can we not talk about Can we not talk about that, please?
Talk about what? The drinks?
The bar.
Hold on.
Oh no, just because it's her.
Fire.
Nah,
It was
that sister
nice.
did her thing.
Nice.
She said,
Shout out to our sister,
officer,
man.
listen, I'm telling you, I know all of the laws in Georgia about bartending. Don't listen to them. They lying to you. I came back I said, they said this. She said, I know. Let me do it. I said, what do you mean? She said, I got the knowledge. This is the one thing that I know for Israel. I was like, sis, you can't. Stop it. She was like,
so
no,
full of it.
this is my calling. She said, I can pour the strongest of the strong drinks.
Right.
I was
music
like,
started playing.
the music started like the Avengers music. And when we had to go to the thing, and she jumped down at the ceiling and she hit the
Superman
she was like, we
pose.
need she was just like catching tequila and like she was, and throwing it in the I was like, oh, it's going down.
Hey, man. She said you did a hell of a job.
Yeah, great
Then
job.
she gonna come show me a receipt this morning.
Shout out.
You still need this receipt?
Of Officer Elisha. His wife threw down, man. That was good.
Yeah,
it was.
It took me about 2
shout-
days to recover, though.
Yeah.
My leg.
No, shout out to the cleanup team too.
Yeah.
Shout out
right.
to the cleanup
That's
team,
right.
man. All praise to the Most High. That cleanup,
Man.
I came there the next morning. They was in there cleaning up, man.
When we
They ain't
got
get
there-
no sleep.
When we got there at 3 a.m, sisters was still there in their Sabbath garment.
Yeah,
decorating.
all praise to the Most High, man. Y'all the real heroes, man.
For the
That's
first
right.
time ever, I fell asleep on that the sofa out in the front.
Oh, yeah?
It's good nap.
For the first time ever, I fell asleep on it. I sat. I was like, I can't.
You deserved it.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I heard people talking. I just got
You know, this is what Most High God. Bishop always say black people don't know how to work well together. We work well together.
Yeah.
Operation Most High. This is what the enemy is afraid of. That unity. This is what the enemy is afraid of. It's like, yo, listen, we got to try to stop them. Because, listen, they understand when we come together,
yeah, it's a threat.
we're
There's
in one
nothing we
mind,
can't do.
we're a threat.
It's a threat. And
We're
they
a
know
threat.
it.
Hell yeah, they know
And
it. That's why they try to keep it. No, do not let them come together. Do not let them come together.
You let them link.
Because they
boy,
know
you're done.
when they come together, they put their mind something, they will accomplish it.
Right.
And we
And
had
we
a
proved
great time. No arguing.
No.
Like you said,
Right.
no
Arguing.
nothing. No incidents. It was a
Nope.
beautiful time.
It was nice.
It was a guy.
Really nice.
It was a guy outside that night that asked that.
Uh-huh.
He was standing outside by the
Really?
Papa John's. He just was.
Really?
And then one of the captains went and talked to him, and he was like, his conversation really was, how are y'all doing this with no issues? No, I mean,
Y'all not loud.
we
Y'all not arguing with each other.
And even when we were outside, even the police just, because he was like, how are y'all doing this? There's no violence. There's no smoke. How are y'all doing this? They gave him a flyer like, hey man, the laws of God.
Right, keep the commandments.
Right, come by
That's the
next Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Come by next Sabbath. He stood out there like They was really like, hey, is this guy a
Because
threat?
they was waiting for us to call the police. Somebody's going to act up, getting drunk.
A nigga moment.
A nigga moment.
There was none of that.
Right. Hey, I'm going to get a script. Psalms 119:97. This is how we do it. To answer your question, Officer Carmela. This is what David said concerning what's our defense against our enemies. Psalms 119:97.
Psalms chapter 119 and verse 97. Oh, how love I thy law.
What does David said?
Oh, how love I thy law. It is my meditation all the day. Thou through the commandments has made me wiser than mine enemies.
There you go. So we wiser than our enemies because what we doing, we're clever. We're keeping the commandments of God, which is the recipe for our success. It makes us prosperous. Read on, two more verses.
For they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers.
We're smarter than the heathens. We're way smarter than them. Read on.
For thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts.
Because we keep the laws of God. So that's the answer to the question. So how are we doing this? Because we keep the precepts of God.
Right. Let me get one on that. I like that. Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 5, man. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. This is one I'm looking for in Maccabees. We talk about great peace in the city. But I'll start there. Deuteronomy 4 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
So statutes and judgments. Statutes and judgments. Order, right? That's what a nation needs. Go ahead.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Which is, we in Atlanta right now. Go ahead. Well, we don't possess it, but we in Atlanta, the land where we dwell right now. Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding and the sight of the nation.
That's why the heathen is so mad. The money, that's just part of it. But the unity is really what makes them upset.
Yes. Right.
It's really what makes them mad. Give me real quick, 2 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 1.
Hey, and before you get that, Yuri, the same way with Traoré, like Traoré is that light and that example to Africa. We are that example that it could be done too.
Right.
The unity can happen.
Right.
We are that example.
It's possible, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
With former niggas. With former Negroes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
2 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now when the holy city was inhabited with all peace.
With no nigga moments. Why?
And the laws were kept very well.
Because we keep the laws very well.
That's a good scripture.
That's what there's a huge mega church behind us that don't keep no laws. And, whatever happens over there happens over there. But we keep the commandments of God and we show the world we can gather funds without there being thievery. The people trust us in order to do a land blitz and a fundraiser and all of the XYZ. They trust us because they see the works that we're doing. Why does the city have peace? Read it one more time.
Now when the holy city was inhabited with all peace, and the laws were kept very well.
If you want peace in your community, holla at the Israelites. We're going to come in, we're going to teach you God's laws, and we're going to show you how to get peace in your environment. That's fire.
Hey, we're going to move on. Hey, give me number 5. Actually, number 4 first, then number 5.
Down on
Now, this is the principle of the school. Go ahead, play.
And this is in Georgia.
That's Georgia?
Yeah.
Stick his ass, Jacob.
Them little niggas will bring you there, man.
He ain't going.
Damn.
Number 5.
Yeah, it's time to lose that job, ain't it, Deep?
It is not okay for a student to ever attack a teacher. I will say this again. It is not okay
for a student to attack a teacher. Now, let's be real. What happened at Martin Luther King High School in Lithonia, Georgia?
We did
in
it.
DeKalb County. 3 students have been arrested after getting into
Let
a
me tell you
physical
something.
fight.
I'm speaking for myself. The minute I heard deal with Martin Luther King
It's a problem.
or school, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to say to you, listen, I'm not going. I'm good.
It's the worst place.
That's the worst place. I'm good. Go ahead.
A physical altercation with a teacher. They have been charged with battery and disrupting school. Now,
All
I am
of them,
someone
every single one of them need to go to jail.
Yeah.
I'm telling you straight.
DeKalb County.
Right.
Every single one of them need to go to jail.
Orange jumpsuit.
Go ahead.
Here's about education, and I have to say that this was absolutely out of control. Out of control. No questions asked. Kids should not be fighting teachers. Should not be fighting teachers.
Now,
Should
pause
not
it real
be-
quick. So, D, let me ask you a question, or y'all, everybody on the panel. When children act up and they're committing crimes, they're shooting up the block, they're doing the YN stuff, right? How do y'all feel about the parents being held responsible and could face jail time for the children's committing crimes?
Lock her ass up.
Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to use R. Kelly as an example. I'm going to use R. Kelly.
Okay.
I know you look at me like, what?
I know exactly where you're going.
Okay. R. Kelly was charged with having sex with minors. Now, these minors, they was not around R. Kelly by themselves. A lot of them, their parents drove them there.
Right.
Now, the reason I'm not saying R. Kelly is innocent, that's not what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is, they must, if R. Kelly go to jail,
The parents play a part.
the parents must hold some type of accountability.
Yes.
Now, what you're looking at right now is the result of single parent household.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at right now. These dudes, what you're looking at right now, I can almost guarantee you there is no father in that household.
Right.
Because one thing I can tell you about men fear other men. Men do not fear no woman. These young boys, they have to be somebody they fear. They grow up in a society where they fear nobody, nothing. You cannot be in a household where you don't fear nobody. You have to fear somebody. If they go to jail, their parents have to go to jail too. Their parents have to hold. Listen, when our society start holding the parents accountable,
that's when it will
then
change.
you're going to see some change. Right. You ain't going to see no change. Again, if you can put R. Kelly in jail, those parents of those girls need to go to jail too, because they was the one who was pushed. They was behind it. Sister, you say what?
No, I was saying that just to turkey back off of what you said, I seen an interview where Chris Brown said that when, the height of his career, he was shocked at how many parents or mothers would bring their daughters to the hotel. Like, after party and stuff, they would be in the lobby, but with
waiting.
their mother, waiting on him.
The
So
mama
this is what I'm trying to
get picked up.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. But again, we live in a lawless country. America is a lawless country.
Right.
We live in a co-op society, co-op law. They claim they're the most civil. No. America is the most uncivil country in the world. Let me tell you something, man. I don't want to go on a tangent. Let me tell you something, man. I was in Ghana. I was just in Ghana for 3 weeks. Do you know I didn't smell not one cigarette?
Really?
All praise.
I didn't smell. We went to the mall. After we went to do a radio show. After the radio show, we say, hey, we ain't going to do nothing in the hotel. Let's go to the mall. It was on a Sunday, actually. We said, let's go to the mall. The whole mall the parking lot was full of teenagers. And I was like, what the hell are they doing? You know what they were doing? You know what they was doing?
TikTok videos.
They were doing TikTok video dancing, put on TikTok.
Wow. I knew it.
There was not one knife, not one gun, not one fight,
Not one argument.
not one argument, not one argue with each other. None. They were doing music videos, putting on TikTok.
Wow.
That's what they was doing. We got out of the car. I went and talked to one of the older gentlemen. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "Listen, man, this country, they got nothing to do. That's what we do for fun.
Wow.
He said, that's what we do for fun. He said, we don't fight each other. We don't kill each other. He said, where are you going to get the gun from?
Right,
right. You don't, bro, not one of them was smoking. Not one of them. Not one of them was smoking, bro.
I walked past the high school 7:30 in the morning on my little morning walk and smell reefer first thing in the morning.
That's what I'm telling you. Not one of them was fighting. So what is that showing you? America is the most corrupt.
Right.
America messed up your children up. They messed the children up.
It's crazy. You said they don't have no guns. That
No
lets you know
guns?
here
Nope.
in America they plant the guns
They
in the
plant the
ghettos.
gun in
and
the ghetto.
That's
Yes.
why we partake
That's
in
my
all
point.
these sins.
That's my point.
And you know the TikTok over there, their algorithm isn't our algorithm.
Right.
Where we see all that nigga stuff in here in America, they don't get that over there.
Right.
Gotcha.
So that lets you know Esau is the virus.
Yes.
Y'all are the virus.
Yeah,
and no
and you-
justification for our brothers and sisters that partake in sin, but it's influenced and enhanced by the system.
Yes.
And by the way, the traffic cops, you know what they get in their hand as a weapon?
What?
A light.
Nope.
A baton.
And that
Over
long
there.
little stick.
In Kenya, they got batons. They
Nope.
got them
You know what they got?
What?
They got a piece of metal with pipe in it. When they stop the car, they put that little pipe and they put that little stick with the pipe in front of your tire. If you run, your
busts it.
tire flat. You bust your tire.
Oh, that money. And it costs money.
I'm dead serious. That's what they got. I'm dead serious. That's what they got as a weapon. So we're like, what are they doing? They're doing traffic. Bro, I saw them. He threw that thing on the floor in front of the car. You have to stop.
Dang. He's like, hey, you gonna bust my tire back.
You have to stop, or he's gonna bust your tire.
Damn.
And then when you stop, you go like this.
Go.
He's gonna pull off.
Move.
That's it. So my point is this place. Because I saw a video. The guy said, "Listen, I moved to Africa to save my son's life." It's sad.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. It's sad to say something like that.
Right.
He said, "Listen, my son do not understand right now because he been in the system of America. He been influenced. He said he do not understand right now. He complain every day about he want to go back to his friend. He don't understand, but I'm trying to save his life." Too many young men in America have been unalived by the cops for no reason.
Wow.
And
He
they
said,
friends.
yeah, he said, I'm trying to save my son's life.
Then you have some dumbass pastors that say, hey, you got to deal better with the cops.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
What's his
like
name?
the 2019 guy.
Mitchell.
Yeah, the Mitchell guy.
Mitchell guy,
Hey,
the Mitchell
y'all
guy.
niggas got to learn how to do better, man. Do better with the cops. But there was no rebuke for the cops.
Right.
That unalive young black men unjustly.
Right. Yeah. They never.
There never is.
Yeah, the black leaders never hold the Edomites for the accountability of wronging our people.
No.
But when we do something, now it's all of a sudden, oh, y'all got to submit.
Everybody know right and wrong when it's us.
When it's us.
Right.
Put that nigga on the screen again, man.
Yeah,
he let
the mask slip.
With the
right?
raccoon mask.
He let the mask slip because he always feigns as though,
like he's going to cry?
He's going to cry.
He's about to cry now.
He's about to cry right now. Right now. But
hey, I'm going to send a video to you. My wife sent me. My wife actually recorded when he was in the mall.
Really?
She recorded him outside, was dancing.
all them African dances.
Oh, go ahead.
No. What I was going to say was black people are flooding to him in droves, right?
I can't turn on my TikTok without seeing this nigga.
I'm glad he ain't in my algorithm.
I
in
feel
my algorithm.
it's an alley-oop from the Lord because now all it's going to do, because they're looking at him like he's the greatest, because listen, we speak strong and firm and according to the Bible. We get cussed out.
Yeah.
He speaks passionately and emotionally and with tears. And all the black women are like, oh my God, this is where I need to be. The spirit of
He's got the anointing.
Right. And so now that the mask slipped, and now we got to hear who was backing him and who he gets his doctrine from.
Yes.
Through the white man, of course.
Right.
Yes.
It's a different form of white supremacy. It's a passionate, emotional form of white supremacy with a black face.
Right.
And so when he said what he said, they said, hold on, that kind of sounds kind of crazy. Well, yes, because
that sounds like, what about black on black crime?
Yeah, that sounds like all lives matter. That's all it was. It's just all lives matter. So his time coming. Go ahead.
Hey, Uzziah, I sent you something. Oh, give it a minute. It's not.
What about black on black crime?
But
you must teach your children.
Captain Jeraham said
you should get it now.
Like the
All
influence.
Right. It's only 21 seconds. Play that. That's why we said them all. Watch this. That's how they have fun. Look. Bro, they were doing that all day.
So they're not thinking about robbing each other.
They're not robbing each other. They're not killing each other. They're not fighting each other. That's what they were doing all day.
They wasn't trying to say, hey, you got on the wrong color. What you doing in my hood?
Nope.
Right.
Little self.
Wow. I know.
All praise.
In Kenya, they do the similar thing, but they take photos. They have a lot of photo booths.
I saw an influencer on TikTok a couple of days ago. He is from Africa, and now he's living in L.A., and he was basically complaining about America, like how you come here, you think it's the American dream. He say, but he don't even know his neighbors. He see them every 6 months. He work and go to sleep and go to sleep and work. That's all he does. And people back home is not like that. So he was pretty remorseful about, his thought of moving here, because it's like, it's so expensive. It's nothing like what you think.
I know an Issachar brother.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, he was like, "Oh no, man, it's the American dream." I be laughing because their voice don't never get deep. So even when they American, they got like little squeaky voices.
They're gonna throw something at you.
What do you mean? Just start listening. You ain't never heard no Spanish man be like,
hey, but what he say is true. You was in Kenya when the blood is stuck in it, bro.
Yeah, they very soft.
And I said, yo, why you? I'm sitting next to you. I can't even hear nothing you say. Then we was having kept on one.
That's all over Africa.
I said, hey, scream. The blood go.
Wow. Use your can voice. Deuteronomy 28. So my Issachar buddy, he was sitting there, he was looking bad. I say, what wrong with you? Man, I'm tired of this place. I said, what you mean? He was like, every day I get up, I work, there's no life. I said, what you tired of this place? That's what he said, I tired of this place. I said, what you mean, bro? He say, man, I get up, I go to work, I go to work every day. I don't do no life, I don't do nothing. I tired of this place. I said, bro, that's the American dream, bro. He like, I don't want your dream, bro. I want to go back home. I was like, well, shit.
Wow. We were duped, man.
He would tell him, he say, in my country, I get up, we go to work, we done 4 o'clock, we barbecue. I said, you barbecuing by 4 o'clock? Every day. He said, every day. We go to work, 8 a.m., 4 o'clock, we done. It's finished.
But America, they all day.
All day.
All day.
Hey, and then the white people be hitting, I need this rush. Right. I need this rush. Yeah. I need this right now. He be like, he was
damn.
Bro, he was so blown. I felt bad for him. I was like, damn, Migo.
This system is a truck.
We've been
You'll be all right, Migo.
This system is a truck.
But that's one of the other reasons why the Sabbath is so amazing, because it's like, it's like, I don't have to make no excuses. I'm not supposed to be doing nothing.
All praises.
Bro, what?
He give us that rest. I'm
Sabbath.
ready.
What?
I'm ready.
I wish you would call me on the Sabbath.
Don't ask me to do nothing.
I wish you would.
Hey, that's crazy. The Lord gave us confidence to tell a boss, nope,
No.
not on this day. On this day, we
no.
rest.
Even
Give
new
a little power.
moons and other Sabbaths like that. But I don't care.
Right.
If you ain't got an officer or a cap by your name, but I'm not answering no phone.
Get somebody else to do it.
For real, because if it got officer or cap, I know it got something that we need for the body.
For the body.
But if that thing say mom, I'd be like, shit.
True. I have one thing, y'all, that I need to bring out, and it's just kind of what Deacon was talking about, just the state of this place. So what I noticed lately, and I'm just speaking to all my sisters with kids, on YouTube.
Call him fat. I'm sorry. I went back. It works.
On YouTube. So, your history is there. So my boys watch and read, original royalty, Little Israel music. They don't even have to key anything in. The last few weeks, I noticed when you go to their selection, the first video now, so it's the channel.
Oh, yeah, it's there. It's right at the top.
Well, it's an inappropriate sponsored video.
The
first video.
Damn.
But as a child who's conditioned to know that if I go to...
Talking to Mike.
Yes, sir. If I go to original royalty, they just click because they know that that's original royalty. Now YouTube has made it to where the second video is the channel. The first video says sponsored, and it's an inappropriate video. Some girl, like it's just a nasty, worldly
kind of
thing. Yes. Yeah. And another thing that I noticed, normally if you hover over the video, it'll play. It plays with no audio. Damn. So I'm not in the room.
No, mine plays with audio.
The first video does not play with audio. So that sponsor video, so if you go to like original royalty music, the channel is going to be the second icon now, no longer the first icon. You hover over that first icon, it doesn't have audio. So if you hover over OR stuff, the audio will play. But that first video, no audio, and they know the kids will click on that first because they're used to that being the content that they're looking for. So I just wanted to make sure sisters are aware of that.
Watch your content.
When you are letting
hey,
your kids
that no
watch
audio,
TV.
like how you said, is like, let's say your kids have an iPad and you in a room, but he's hovering over the first click and it's playing a defiled video. You won't know as a parent because there's no audio. That's some diabolical stuff.
Esau's diabolical.
And do it. You'll see.
Wow.
Click on Watch and Read or Original Royalty. I noticed it. Tova likes Officer Heeman's channel, Little Israel.
Yeah.
So I put it on there, and then I tested it with all of them, and it's doing that. And it's the first video is no longer the content that you're looking for. It's some inappropriate video with no. Once you click on it, the audio comes on. But if you hover over it, the kids can watch it, and you not know what they're watching.
So sisters, what sisters Elishaba is saying, pay attention to those kids. That's what she's saying. Pay attention to what the kids is click on, because some of you are clueless. That's what she's saying. Pay attention to this. Listen, man, I cannot wait for IUIC to have that 100% that school thing, man.
Right.
That's going to be help. But in the meantime, what sisters is saying, pay attention. Pay attention.
Don't leave
not just
kids.
give them the iPad and say, go sit. No.
Then the iPad is raising your kids.
Yes, pay attention. We are at war.
All right.
This is war, I'm telling you. This is war. That's what friends try to stop us. Because they understand, you don't understand what we're doing. They understand what we're trying to do. We do everything they've been doing for the past hundreds of years. That's what they understand. That's what we are doing. We undoing it. We undoing it. That's what we go. And guess what? We're going to undoing it. With you or without you, we're going to undoing it. So they understand that some of you are clueless. You don't see the big picture, but they understand. It starts with the kids.
Right.
If we can get the mind of the kids changed, they understand. That's the most powerful thing. The mind is the most powerful. They understand that.
This is why imagery is very important, and why I want to go back to that land blitz we had. They're so mad that we showed a biblical movie representing Esau being hung, but
that's in the scripture.
Right. It's in the Bible, but we view our people being hung, and we don't have no issue with it.
Right.
We view it as okay. And
Nobody's offended at that.
I want to bring in a point. When I was in Africa, a young man, he said, Jesus is white. I said, why do you think that? Guess what he told me?
Why?
He said, because he saw the Passion of the Christ.
Wow.
Yeah,
So wasn't you just saying that
They
earlier?
told me the same thing.
The TV.
Yeah.
Bro, they tell us the same thing in Ghana.
Right.
Dang.
This is why imagery is important
It's very
to reach
important.
the youth. Imagery is very important.
They know that.
Right. Look at that.
The
move
lady
right
said,
there. Look how
the
good
lady
that
said, I said, who told you Jesus is black? He's white. She said, I said in the movies. I said, what? I said, you know the movie's not real, right? She looked at me like I'm crazy.
Wow.
I said, you didn't know movies not real?
She look at you like you wrong.
She looked at me like I'm wrong.
Deep.
They actually believe in they actually think the movie's real.
Oh, I think Bishop put it on his page. Captain Hoshea ran into a brother in the Netherlands. He was from Liberia, I think. And this guy argued Cap down about Jesus being white, and it was crazy, man. It was our people are really stuck on. Listen, white Jesus is a weapon of mass destruction.
Right.
That's what it's been. It's 2025. Time to get out of that,
Yeah.
man.
Let me tell you, Africa is a virgin when it comes to the truth. What I mean by that,
crazy.
Yeah.
there's a lot of work for us to do over there. Wow. There's a lot of work, bro. A lot of work. Bro, I'm a black country. They have white Jesus all over the fucking. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? And then you got people bleaching their skin. I'm like, yo.
That's what always killed me.
I'm like, yo, what is wrong with y'all here? We went to do a radio show, and I had to tell them in the radio. I'm like, hey, what is this? Is the am I in the continent of Africa, or where the hell am I? Why you guys worshiping a white God that doesn't look like y'all? This is supposed to be the African continent. What the hell is wrong with you? And why you guys bleaching your skin? It's everywhere.
I asked one
and
of
it's
them
on the
that-
TV too. The
here
bleaching
in the
skin.
store. You know the stores here. If you
actresses.
go in the African stores here, they sell that bleach cream. And I asked one of them this. This was before I was even in the body. I was like, "Why the hell y'all sell bleach cream? Everybody sells bleach cream." I was like, "Who?
Right.
Who the hell using bleach cream?" And they was like, "Everyone is using this. Everyone is using this one." And I was like,
If you're using bleach cream, call in.
"Yeah. I want to see your knuckles."
And your knees and elbows.
And the tip of your ear.
Tip ears.
And the tip of your fingers.
Nah, this part around here where the nail grow, it don't never bleach right.
Yeah, it don't never. They stay black.
Damn.
They stay original.
Those foolishness, the prophet is the one who's going to stop those stuff. Hey, what you got? What you got up there? What else you got up there? Oh, yeah, we got to talk about this nigga here.
But looking deep.
Damn.
Skip.
Go ahead. Put that up. It says the video.
Yeah, where the videos? Yeah, because it's we running. We on short time.
10 M's.
Bruh, she said no to the 10.
Get paid.
She got
No,
dirt
we
on
want
it.
to. Is that the video?
She got
Yeah.
videos.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't want to get with a white woman because I was scared she might have me running down the street like Jonathan Majors.
Come on, Dad.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
That's right.
And that's the truth
Hey,
of the matter.
pause it. I'm sorry. Now, what Cat Williams was saying, it's not like Shannon Sharp ain't heard this before
Or seen it.
And he's saying this because they all run in the same circles. Everybody knows in Hollywood what everybody's doing. They all know what they're doing. He knows that this big nigga over here love white women. Play it.
That's why he said, "Come on now, Cat."
Say it away from that.
You see Jonathan Majors, what he went through. Marvel dropped him as soon as the the conviction came out, and you were telling the
Hey, you saw that black woman come get his charge cut in half? Thank you, Megan Good. God bless you coming to save that slave. If he'd had to be there
So
by
right
himself,
now, he's calling Shannon Sharp a slave.
Slave, yeah.
Go ahead.
He was getting all four. Guilty. She came in there, was just so beautiful, they had to knock half of it off. Bless his heart.
What do you think about this cancel culture? You see the situation with Jonathan Majors. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I don't know if maybe he can bounce back in a couple of years, but man, he was hot. He was hot. He was cooking. I mean, you see him in
Now,
Creed.
you know what's so crazy about that? You don't have.
Yeah, go to the next one.
Go to the next one. You know what's so crazy about that? When you look at that Jonathan Majors situation, he's running away from the white woman. They're still charging
Still
him.
convicted him.
They're still convicted him.
Deegan, Shannon Sharp saw that video and didn't think to put himself in that.
He said, "Not my white woman."
He said, "Not mine. I got the sweet white glory.
Can't
Mine
be
is
me.
good.
I paid $25K for both cheeks.
Hey,
Per cheek.
play the
the next
Monique
one.
one. Play this one. Play this Monique one.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young
laughing.
bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me shit.
Hey, go to the next one. Go to the next one. Huh? No, there was more.
While he looked for it, can I?
Oh yeah,
Where's the wage one?
Oh yeah, the wage.
I want to date my.
He
wage.
said, "I date my wage, not
Come
my
on, man.
age, something like that." There you go. That's
Yep,
the
right
Now
there.
these niggas are like children.
Right.
Yeah, they are.
They're freaking big grown children. They never grew up. Come on.
Shannon Sharp and Chad.
You got
Johnson.
CTE.
And he be going through his
Everybody
own
always-
BS too with women exploiting him. Come on.
Everybody always talk about date your age. Well, I want to date my wage.
Guess your wage.
I'm finna shut all this ish down tonight. I want to date my wage.
Stay right there. Stay right.
Where y'all at? Hey, Chad, where they at?
Hold on. Cause you know I keep it on me now.
Yeah.
I keep it on me. You want to date your what?
I want to date my wage. Not my age. I want to date my wage. So where are they?
Cause y'all always talking about date your age, date your age. I want to date my wage, so come on with it.
Well, you talking?
As a matter of fact, I'm taking applicants as we speak.
Well, you talking spicy tonight, boy.
Can I
So he's saying he want to date his wage. He want to date a woman that make the same money with him. Not his age. So he's gonna go and date young girls. The young girls gonna take you down.
Right.
Especially those young white women. All they see is a
dumb nigga.
Dumb nigga. Go ahead.
Tobit chapter 8, verse 7. Because these supposed to be the OGs that's supposed to show us young brothers the way.
Nothing. They had nothing to say.
So date my wage and not my age. So what he's also saying, Deke, is that the fact that he got money, he could get him a young thing.
Right.
He could get you gonna hop in the Ferrari and she gonna ride on the coast with him. Woo, woo, woo. And now look where you ended up.
He said I could buy
Lost your ESPN job.
You got to step down.
Bro, he offered the chick $10 million.
She said no.
And she said no, right?
That's not good enough.
No, that's not
Hey.
enough.
Oh no, she got real dirty.
She said that's above me now.
Watch this. Read that.
Tobit, chapter 8 and verse 7. And now, O Lord, I take not this my sister for lust.
Stop. First of all, this woman that is being spoken about is of his same nation. Okay? That's first of all. In the previous chapter, it says to avoid all whoredom, chiefly take a wife of your people. Right? So you could gain some wisdom from the Bible. Second, it said don't take her for lust. That's all you saying when you saying, oh, I date for my wage and not my age. Because you know, once you put the chain on and you hop out in your fit and you hop out the whip and you go in the establishment, you know it's going to be women that have no good intentions for you. But you don't plan on having a long-lasting relationship, building the nation, building the community. You have no intentions of doing that, right? So you go outside your race and now you're taking these women for lust. But the Bible says it gives you a little bit more gain, which would have had you keep some of the millions in your pocket. Read on.
But uprightly.
Go ahead.
Therefore, mercifully ordain that we may become aged together.
Now, in different capacities.
Aged together.
19 and 56, 55?
Aged together.
Aged together. There's a biblical reason why the Lord said for them to become aged together, because
the Lord don't know what he's talking about.
They don't know?
That's what the nigga say. The Lord don't know what he's talking
Right.
about.
Oh, okay. You know, you smarter than God.
Hey,
Yeah,
Deke.
the nigga smarter. That's why he's about to pay $50 million.
Hey, Deke, and that's why we can't feel sorry for niggas
Nope.
like that.
I feel sorry
No,
for you.
we not mad about what the white woman did to you because you brought it on yourself.
Yeah, listen, there is so many things that
Keep
happen.
doing it too.
There's so many. When you ask Ali Berry, Ali Berry thought the white man wasn't going to. Hey, the same thing.
Terrence Howard.
Halle Berry. Who that?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. There is so many examples for these niggas to stay away from these white people.
Right.
They still don't want to stay. You don't see
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Ask Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods go and date married to the nanny. How disgusting. Married to the nanny take him to the bank.
He was on the voicemails going crazy.
Now, guess what? Serena Williams, that white boy going to do the same thing with Serena Williams.
Right.
The same thing. Ask Kanye West. The
Right.
same thing. I'm telling you, there is so many examples for these niggas to look and say, you know what? We should stay away from white people. Nope. They say, I love my white meat. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. The white meat
pure milk of magnesia.
The other white
take
meat.
you to the bank every time. Every time.
That what he said, though, D?
Halle Berry, the white meat call Halle Berry a nigger woman.
Right.
Bedouin.
Halle Berry say, why do I have to pay this dude? He call me a nigger bitch. Guess what? That's what you choose.
Right.
Because what
You
get.
opened your legs to him.
Yeah. Because you are.
But you are.
But you are.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu. You would have think, hey, you would have think Serena Williams would have looked at Halle Berry and say, you know what? Let me stay away from this white man. Nope. She go, I love my white meat.
Right.
Okay.
Hers made her like she on dope.
Oh, God. Now she start changing her skin color. Oh, she start bleaching. I'm telling you, man, we hate ourselves.
Right.
We hate ourselves. And guess what? These same white people spit on her father's face.
Yeah.
They're the same one who was spitting on her father's face. What should she do?
Marry him.
She go and marry them.
And Venus
Yep.
would want to.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I know we running out of time.
Go ahead, man. We done.
All right.
You want to read this right quick?
Let's read it real quick.
Why Shannon Sharp offered rape accuser $10 million to settle outside of court.
Why skip?
Skip.
Days after Shannon Sharp was accused of sexually assaulting an adult woman in her early 20s in a damning lawsuit, his counsel revealed he offered the accuser at least $10 million to settle outside of court.
Listen, man, I know some of you are going to get mad. There is no coochie in the planet Earth worth $10 million.
He said he wanted to date his wage.
Date his wage.
Now you getting it.
Yeah.
$50 million.
Check him up through there.
Ooh, that nigga finna get ran through the rain.
None.
For those,
Shannon finna get one of these.
Already did.
Oh, here, yeah, he passed that stage.
Read.
For those who have
especially a white woman coochie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing do not washed up. That thing smell.
The cave dweller coochie.
Like that thing smell like French cheese.
They
Sacre
when
bleu.
they take a bath, Edom was on interview. She
They
said
don't
she
even take a bath, and you think he worth $10 million?
They just let the water run down
All
once a
she
week.
do is wash her hair,
Nah, that's tacky.
and she said she don't wash her body. This is an Edomite now. And then the interviewer says, "So how do you wash the rest of your body?" When he said,
Let the
suck fall down my head, down my body,
And then rinse it off.
They don't believe in wash. Yeah, they don't believe in
That
wash
nigga
rags.
putting their mouth on.
Yeah, no washcloth. They don't use
Yeah.
washcloth.
They say
and it is once every 6 days.
That nigga gonna get Lyme disease.
Hey, did you guys know? You guys ever saw the commercial with what is it? Ivory soap.
Yes.
Ivory soap.
Zestfully
Yeah.
clean.
What do you call it?
Zest.
Zestfully clean.
Zestfully
In the
clean.
80s.
You guys know what that commercial was created for?
Because they would smell like cheese.
Yeah,
You know this. What you know about that commercial? You notice that when the white men took the shower, he look happy as hell.
Yeah.
Can you find it?
That's because white people was in bad bathing, so they say we got to come up with an idea for them to bait.
That's why he was
So they
smiling
say-
really bad.
Make it look happy.
That's why he was smiling.
They
Yeah, he
smell
was smiling.
like
He was happy. That's what that commercial was. To help them take a bath.
they smell like the sticky pennies in the cup holder.
It was if that video, like you said, to encourage the white race to use the shower. Use soap when you use the shower.
Hey, I got a book called the little blue book of. In other words, it's explained to you why each commercial was created for, and he said that in the book. Yeah, it was helping them to take a shower.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm going to find that book. I'm going to find that book. Yes.
That's gonna be the alert for the week.
Yeah, we need a soundbite.
Yeah,
Hey, we need a soundbite, bro.
Come on, IT.
IT, get on your job, man.
Go ahead, say it, Cap. Get it.
Sacre bleu. The missiles. The missiles.
Nuclear.
Hey, you gotta have the
Nuclear.
missiles in there. Wait,
Have the missiles.
Cat, you gotta do the whole thing so they can get it. Hey, start recording now.
No, come on. Read the article.
Read the article. He already did it, but get that one.
Sacre bleu. The missiles. The
Article.
missiles.
We finished the article. There's another one? Or the 10 million?
Yeah, close out, man. Come on, man.
Hey, that's our show for today. Y'all give another round of applause for Patient Saints Radio. All right. Hey, if you want to find you somewhere that don't smell like cheese and piss, go to IsraelUnite.org. Find a school nearest you. All right. We got classes 24/7, all day and day, every damn day. IUIC in the classroom on YouTube. IUIC TV for what? $24 a year. You can subscribe to content never seen before on the face of the earth, where you can see Esau
Some
get
of
his
you
judgment.
spend $24 at lunch every day.
Right.
A day.
You can watch you can watch
fat
Esau
self.
on repeat.
With your
Get his
fat
boots
self.
on.
With your fatness.
With your big
fat
back.
self.
With your large
fat
back.
lunch.
Your fat self, fat nasty.
Stop being
fat.
Sister,
All right.
sister, how much you spend a month on food, sister?
Oh, I don't eat food out.
Oh, snap.
No, seriously, I don't buy food out. I'm
Word.
convinced they see the fringes and spit in the food. I don't eat. Yeah.
I believe that don't mean that she don't buy it boxed up from Kroger though. What I'm saying is,
Turn the camera back.
hey, you want to help keep the prophets moving throughout the earth, teaching this glorious gospel? Right here, it's work to be done. Go to IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org to help the Booster Club. And if you want to make Patient Saints Radio an even better radio show, you could do so by donating at IUIC.Atlanta at IsraelUnite.org. D?
Hey, we want to thank the PSI Tech team, Officer Iowa, Officer Benji, Officer Uzziah. Officer Aitan, Officer Moshe, Officer User, Soldier Nicodemus, Brother Asher, Sister Kazaya, as of Officer Benji House. The kitchen team, Sister Johanna, out of the Soldier Tobit House, and Sister Zamira. Thank you. Those are the people behind the scene you do not see who make our show possible.
That's right.
Thank you. We're gonna we give you a shout out to Bishop Nathaniel.
That's right.
The General.
Yeah.
Right. Bishop Yausa, Bishop Konai.
That's right.
All of them was here last week. All the deacons, shout out. The captains was here last week. Shout out. We had a good time last week.
Man.
We had
Excellent
a great
time, man. Excellent time.
We had a good time.
Good time for
I think I'm gonna agree with Sister Elisha about
once a month.
We should do this thing more.
Once a month.
Israel.
That would be dope.
Israel. We love you guys. Shalom. Great show. Shalom. Most God bless you.
Next up,
God bless.
Shalom.
Bible book.
Shalom.
Our hidden history. Up next with Deacon Aitan.
Sacre bleu!
Sacre bleu!
The nuclear.
Have no idea what the truth is. That's why we're out here, to give you the truth. Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Free.